Welcome back, everybody, to the Average Overlanders podcast. I'm Jared.
And I'm Ben.
And we got with us tonight one of our longtime buddies. We've actually camped with you a few times, but we haven't actually had you in here. But James, we affectionately know you just as Porter.
Correct.
But yeah, James Porter for sure, man.
Hello, everybody. Happy to be here again.
Welcome.
Thank you very much for the invite.
Happy to be here? Is that what you said?
Yeah, happy to be here.
He's on beer 2, so it's 2 beer here.
Yeah, about to be beer 3 here.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I got to catch up. We got some Bud Heavies here, so yeah.
Heavy.
I got to catch up.
Some diesels, as my Nebraskans would call it.
Oh,
I was wondering why you call it your diesels. I was like, what?
Yeah, Bud Light, your gasolines, your gas, and then Bud Heavies, your diesels.
fair.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I said that to somebody. Who was I talking to? I forgot. But anyway, I was like, hey, I'm going to the store, grab some diesels. You want anything? He's like, the hell are those?
Diesels.
Diesels?
Energy drink?
Heavies, bro. I'm going to go get some heavies.
Some NOS, maybe.
Like, heavies. I was like, Bud Light, Bud Heavy, diesel, gas. Anyway.
Well, what do you call, I call them Coors Banquets.
Well, yeah, they're banquet beers.
But it's like the heavies.
I don't think there's a nickname for Coors. I think, well, actually,
Colorado piss water.
Yeah.
That's the Coors Light.
Well, everybody in Nebraska, it's either Bud Light, Bud Heavies, or Coors Light. I can't imagine a lot of people drink like MGDs or
yeah.
Yeah.
The champagne.
the champagne, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm
funny
telling how it's very tribal. Like when I was I grew up in like Encinitas and stuff like that. We were all Coors Peak guys and stuff like that, Coors Lights and stuff. And when we go to the desert, but then like all the guys who meet up out there with us from Oceanside, they're all Bud and Bud Lights guys. So it's like, oh, you're drinking that shit. Like, yeah, fuck you, Silver Bullet, bro. It's like, yeah, you're one or the other. There's no give or take.
I don't think Bud Light got a lot of heat from that recent stuff, but it's like, it wasn't going to hurt their business. There's just too many millions of people that are drinking Bud Light.
They took a hit, dude. But they own so many different companies. Like, they just move shit around.
Yeah.
Who owns Modelo? Because that became America's #1 beer after the whole Bud Light fiasco.
No way.
It did. Mm-hmm.
I guess
it's Modelo time, bro.
Delicious beer. I'm not gonna.
It's good.
I'm happy for him. You know.
Well, hey, you're probably getting a smoking deal on Bud right now. Everything's like half off, dude. Yeah.
Well, when we first started drinking, I think you guys can attest to this. I mean, a 30 pack of like Coors Light, that was like what, $10, $12, something like that. Yeah. Even cheaper if you went Natty Ice or something like that. It was like $8.99 for a 30 pack. You're like, okay,
Natty Ice, dude.
You remember those days?
Yeah. There's a box of rocks, dude. The Rolling Rocks.
Yeah, dude. Hey, if you're trying to get drunk and you're freaking 15 years old, dude.
Yeah.
We got PBRs too.
Oh yeah.
But those came back and became popular.
Oh, what were I used to love it when I was a kid. My dad drank Lucky, and like the bottle caps.
Lucky.
Yeah.
And the bottle caps always had like a little rhyme underneath them. So like I would always collect my dad's bottle caps.
Remember
like
cigarette bubble gum?
Oh yeah. I'd roll up my sleeve and roll a pack up in my sleeve as I walk around school. In 6th grade.
You know what Lucky reminds me of too is Red Stripe. You ever drink a lot of Red Stripe?
Red Stripe,
man. Anyway, Lucky and Red Stripe in my mind are the same. Like
it's kind of the same shaped bottle. They got that old school. Short, stocky,
Red Stripe is like the Coors Banquet in the Stubbies.
Exactly.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, the little old school bottles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking
hell yeah.
Man. Anyway, yeah. Bud Heavies, diesels.
I drank too much beer yesterday at that beer festival, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm paying for it. Norm and I went.
That's right. Norm was there. You posted a photo, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Me and my buddy Justin and Norm, we all went out there, and it was for veterans, and so like the huge parade, and they had military vehicles and everything. So all the proceeds went to benefit veterans.
That's good. Had a good turnout then.
Oh my God, dude. It was like 2 full rows at Dos Lagos. Our listeners probably don't know what it is, but basically there's like these huge rows, big shopping center.
Yeah.
And there was vendors out there. There was a bunch of there was 40 different microbreweries out there that were pouring.
Damn.
And it was unlimited tastings, but basically they pour you a half a glass. And so I was like, gotta try that.
How far down the 40 rows of beer? Did you get
I only probably tasted maybe like 8 of them because I was hammered.
Yeah, and they're all like not like they're not light beers either.
They're like IPAs and hazies.
Well, it's like going to Temecula for your wine tasting. You know? It's like don't drink it, just swish it and spit it out. Like no,
fuck out of here.
I am drinking that. I am drinking that. Get out of here. I'm getting fucking hammered today, bro. Just me and my wife. The kids aren't here. Get out of here, dude. Pants are coming off. You know. Jesus.
Before I leave the winery.
The pants off, dance off.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, yeah. No, we had a good time though. So yeah, thanks all the veterans for your service and everything.
Well, maybe like 40% of veterans, because the other 60 we're complete shitbags.
See,
well, you can say that.
You can say that. You're a veteran, so I'm going to stay out of this one. But yeah.
It's like a 50-50 split on shitbaggery in the military.
Oh,
so
yeah. We were talking about that the other night.
Some of these dudes, they don't
around the campfire.
They don't rate. They don't rate.
Well, tell us what your experience is with the military. What branch? All that good stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, at a ripe young age of 17 years old, I looked to my future and thought, hey, the Marine Corps is what's best for me, and so I joined up, and that was 2003, and then got into the Marine Corps in 2004, and that went to infantry school in Camp Pendleton here in Southern California. Went to my battalion there, and just had a couple deployments and had fun for about 10 years. And
yeah, that's where you met our buddy Nate, right?
Nate, yep. Me and Nate, we served together in 2007, 2008 with Regimental Combat Team 1, and that was out of we're based out of Horno, but our deployment was to Fallujah and then Ramadi in like 2008. Those were fun times.
Yeah,
a lot of things going boom back then.
Yeah.
So we came back. We got all 10 digits and 10 toes. So
can't complain.
Yeah, mentally we're totally okay. I promise.
Yeah. No back problems. No. Yeah.
Haven't beat my wife yet, so we're
doing all right. Drinking more Bud Heavies.
The bar has been set, and I'm doing okay so far. Yeah. So
good job.
No, I loved it, man. I love being in the Marines. I wish I could have done more. It just came to a time where I was in the Marine Corps, so it might be different from other places, but at certain ranks, you can't. You have to progress. You got to get promoted. So for Marines that are 0311s, which are infantry, they give you like by 12 years, you got to be a staff sergeant, which is an E6. So I got to that point where I just couldn't get promoted, and not being political at all, but they were shrinking the military at that time.
Yeah, that's when a lot of the cutbacks were going on.
Yeah. So 2012, 2011, 2012, 2013 timeframe, Obama was in office. They were trying to shrink the force, which that's just what happens. So makes it insane competitive to pick up. Yeah. So just couldn't pick up staff, and I was like, all right, well, thanks for your service. Pat you on the ass and go find something new.
Toodaloo, buckaroo.
Toodaloo, buckaroo.
Figure it out.
So, I wish I could have stayed in. I definitely would have done 20, 100%. I loved it.
Yeah, I know most of the guys, like Eric and everybody who's gotten out, they're like, fuck, man, I should have just stayed. You always think, the grass is always greener. It's like any job, though. Like, I'm like, fuck construction. This is stupid, dude. And I'm like, God, I miss being out in the field with the guys and doing dumb shit.
Those guys, if you can, finish. If you can hear this and you're at that point in your life,
just stick it out.
Finish. Do the 20. Get out. It's just, I can't do. If I would have stayed in 37, I'd have a pension at 37 years old.
Yeah, you could start.
Are you kidding me?
That's what my dad did. He was in 22 years, got out, started a whole nother career, did another 20 years in that career, and then was able to retire with 2 pensions, dude. Like
pension and medical for your freaking family.
Yeah, fucking killing it, dude.
Are you? Yeah. People are going to, times ahead, man. People are going to be wishing.
Yeah, I wish I had gone that route.
Have you guys met Brent, my old neighbor?
No, I don't think so.
Brent and his wife, Carissa?
Yeah, I think I've met him. I just don't. Yeah.
So he was, God, dude,
he was Army, wasn't he?
He is Army still. He's out in, was it Fort Hood, I think, in Texas? Bro, I had to slap some sense into his dumbass. Like he's at like 14 years.
Oh, shit.
He was like, dude, I'm going to get out. I was like,
nah, dude.
No, bro. Dude, no. It's going to go by so fast.
Yeah, you've already gotten that much in.
Dude, he's like a helicopter tech. But he doesn't even work on a helicopter anymore. He's in charge now. So he's just like,
He's just pushing a desk.
Pen to paper, pointing fingers. I'm in charge, so... I had to talk some sense into him, and finally he saw the light.
Yes.
Saw the light.
Yeah.
So 20 years, that's a big thing. But anyway, yeah, I loved it. Marine Corps, 0311, Semper Fi.
Raw, double dog.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So after you got out, what'd you go do?
I tripped and fell into this job. So when you EAS, you got to go through the paperwork and get things signed off, whatever, as you're getting shoved out. And I was actually in a place to get my final signatures on a piece of paper that says, you did this, you completed this, blah, 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 so you can get out. I get a call from my buddy Eric. He's like, hey, you get out tomorrow, don't you? I was like, yeah. And this was like a Tuesday or something like that. Yeah. He's like, you get out tomorrow. I was like, yeah, tomorrow, bro. He's like, okay, look, you looking for something? I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to work at 7-Eleven, dude. Like, what do you got? And this is a guy that I actually, we joined the Marine Corps at the same time. We were in the same unit in the beginning, like first 4 or 5 years. And I'm best friends with him to this day. Love the dude. But anyway, he's like, all right, let me call you back. Before that next day, me walking out of Camp Pendleton with my paper signed, I had a job ready. Yeah. And I was in that job at was like Friday with my interview. And
damn, no, you didn't even get like a week off.
Not even, dude. Not even. But because I was so worried. The transition, dude. Marines,
that's sketchy, dude. You don't know what's.
Guys are so. You call it for what it is. They're afraid. They're scared of the transition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just the unknown.
Yeah, fair,
dude. Because they've been fed a ritual / schedule / whatever you want to call it. They've been fed a life their entire enlistment.
Yeah, it's so
and
structured.
Now it's like,
yeah, you're on your own.
Oh damn, what am I gonna do? So anyway, I did it. The company was called Gavin Becker and Associates, GDBA, out of Los Angeles. It's an executive protection company. They guard, protect, serve the elite, if you want to call them that.
High-end clientele kind of thing.
The top high-end 1 percenters?
The top 0.1 percenters, actually. Like the super of super rich.
Oh.
Got him, dude.
I love it.
Death. So I joined them, and that was a fun, easy transition because of the background, obviously military / protecting life to actually serving other people, keeping them safe. It just seemed like it made sense. Yeah. So I was like, definitely, let's do this.
Because a lot of former military go in to become cops, firefighters.
Super normal.
Yeah. I mean, that's like a structured life that they're used to.
It is, and I feel like I don't want to call it a cop out because you want to do what you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So as an infantry, exactly. Yeah. As an infantryman, you can say there's not a lot of jobs that translate, but there's a massive amount of jobs out there that translate to what you can do. You just gotta find it. You gotta want to do it, and you gotta work.
Yeah.
And so I was willing to work and put in the hours, and that came across my desk, and holding a gun, pulling on a vest, and being a bullet sponge to a potential
right
dumbass trying
came
to
natural. Yeah,
I say that jokingly because it's like insane rare. It's like
you're mostly babysitting.
The chance of that happening is damn near nil. But I liked it. So like an everyday schedule would be, protecting the client or the client's family, either on their estate or from their house to their job, the job to the house, or on travel details to like wherever, Timbuktu, where they bought tickets and they want to, go see the world.
They want to go shopping. And Justin Bieber was in concerts.
Exactly. Coachella. You get to go to Coachella and stand there and be like, I'm security. Oh, this is a dope show. Like, whatever, Yeah. I loved it. I loved it a lot. A great company to work for to this day. I left the company back in 2019. I respect the company. They do great things. They have great ethos. It just didn't work out for me, but I loved working there. It was fantastic.
It's got to be hard because you're a family guy. You've got wife, kids, and stuff like that, but really time consuming.
Super time consuming.
Yeah.
Well, because you're basically protecting somebody else's life.
Yeah, who's protecting your family while you're not home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the grind is real. So I worked in Palm Springs, LA, San Francisco. I mean, many other places, but the LA thing, that's a drive. We live here in the Inland Empire, south of Riverside.
A couple hours out of LA. Yeah.
So it's like working in Santa Monica, Brentwood, Hollywood, LA proper, all these places. I mean, that drive. Let's say you got to be at the estate or the property at 6 a.m. or whatever it is. What time do you think you're leaving?
Oh yeah,
4,
3:30.
Bro, no, you leave it at 3 because traffic is progressively
at like
getting
4.
horrible.
Well, I work in Woodland Hills.
Oh, then you know.
Yeah.
And I leave my house at 6 to be at work by 9.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour minimum.
Yeah.
So there'd be times where
and you don't want to be late, something like that. So you got to be there. Make sure you're early.
Yeah.
If you're
not to throw the company too much information out there, but yeah, if you were late, man, I mean, there's reports. It's not like Walmart. Oh, sorry, Bob. I'll try not to be late again. No, there's a flag that gets risen, and people are like, "Oh, he was late. He was late. He was late. He was late."
Yeah. Fuck.
So it's like, okay, you can't be late. So yeah, you're leaving just for fudge factor too, because you can't just show up at 6.
Yeah,
there's a turnover process.
Yeah.
I have to relieve the person in place. He has to tell me how the night went. Was there something going on? Little intel report, if you want to call it that. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Anyway, so I hated it. So if there was a stretch of time, like 4 or 5, and you could ask Marilyn this, I would sleep in my car, or I'd get a hotel that was local.
Yeah, not even bother doing that.
Not even bother. And some guys, they hotbed it. So some guys in the company, we'd all pitch in for like a hotel, or not hotel, an apartment or a condo or something like that. If we're all on the same team with the same client, and we just hotbed it and just keep like there's like nobody. There might be a couch and a single bed, but we're all sharing that bed and doing laundry and stuff. So it was hard work, but I liked it. Paid well, full bennies. Yeah. So it was all good.
That's good, man.
It's a good gig when you're young too, I think.
And I was, right? I mean, I think I got out when I was 25, 24, 25. No, shit. 2019.
How old are you?
2014. When was that?
God, I don't know.
9 years ago.
God, I hate math. Ooh, I hate math. Yeah, I think it was like 27 maybe. Yeah. I think it was 27.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, it's a young man's game, man. Pulling those crazy hours like that.
Yeah. I used to, when I was doing construction, I would travel all over the place for work. And I was, fuck yeah, it was rad. I'll live in a hotel. No problem, dude. Or wherever, I'll hop on a flight, go fly somewhere, work for a few weeks and come back. But nowadays, I'm like, somebody offered me that, like, fuck no, dude.
Well, your body just recovers faster.
Yeah.
Right? It's not that it's easier. It's just you don't feel the effects.
Yeah.
You do that shit now. I sleep on my neck wrong.
Yeah. If my pillow's not
my God,
right,
dude. Oh, baby, I can't take out the trash right now because I have a thing in my... What happened? I don't know. It's like, oh my God.
You need that pillow cube.
That's what, the flat.
I want to try one, dude. Have you tried it?
No, like that. It makes complete sense. I sleep on my side.
Me too.
I sleep on my side. So my neck is always jacked up if I don't put like 2 pillows at the perfect.
Yeah.
My quality in sleep though, I don't move. Dude, I am mummified when I sleep.
You're just out.
Yeah, dude. If I make my bed, and this is no bullshit, gentlemen. If I make my bed, I make everything nice and creaseless, and I fall asleep in a position, I wake up in that position. Just doesn't
all flat.
It's so weird, dude. It's so weird. So anyway, dude, but I say this because it matters. If I sleep on my neck or my neck is wrong in that position, dude, that's. Whoa.
The whole next day.
I am feeling it the next day for like a week.
Your neck all crooked and shit.
Because I did not move. And anyway, yeah, I need to try one of those pillows.
Okay, so touching into the camping, how do you sleep in camp then?
Many pillows.
Pillows? Yeah.
Haven't you seen his Taj Mahal?
Taj Mahal.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, if you want to get into it?
Yeah, let's get into some shit.
So, you've had a few different vehicles, and you've obviously camped out in Iraq. I have, yeah. That's always always fun.
Dirt.
Yeah,
in the dirt. That's probably why you don't move when you sleep. You just like you have your rifle on you.
Honestly, yeah.
Stuck in a cot and just
Well, either in the sleeping bag on the ground or like everybody likes to say cot or think cots are comfortable.
They're not.
No, God, no.
Have you slept on them?
Yes.
Yeah,
they're miserable.
Suck.
They're miserable.
I don't
dude.
fit in
They're better than the ground, but
yeah, like a half an inch better. Yeah, like it's like barely. We're not talking about extreme pleasure here.
No, I got you. But I mean, you go out and you go camping now. Mm-hmm. I mean, what you do for work, you're traveling all over. You're trucking across the country. You camp for pleasure too.
Yeah, I do.
So what do you got? What's your setup? What's your vehicle? What's your...
So I was blessed to find a way to buy my F350 dream truck that I wanted for a long time. God, I wanted that truck for so long.
Yeah,
right,
man.
And I've always liked camping. It wasn't bought for camping. It was bought for work and doing stuff. But I was like, when I bought that, I was like, okay, let's do something with this. You know?
Nice.
So if it's just me and I'm by myself, I'll sleep in either the back of the bed or literally in the back seat of my F350.
Well, that thing's so big. I mean, how wide is that for if you're sleeping long ways?
Well, for the listeners, I'm a good 5'6" on a good day, right? So
in heels, no. In
heels. So being able to lay down and not like bump my head or my feet, like I'm there, like my head's touching the headrest on one side, my feet are touching, but I'm not like compressed.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah.
Any taller, I
fetal
think.
Position.
Yeah, any taller, I think you're dealing with,
Yeah, but that's a full size truck. I mean, that's a Super Duty.
So I can get comfortable, man. I bring my sleeping bag or something like that, and I bring like two house pillows, because definitely if I'm sleeping in the truck, I'm not getting dirty. So
in the bed of the truck, do you have like an inflatable mattress?
Dude, yes. So those
like the Luna pads?
No, I got those X-Peds.
Oh, X-Peds are rad.
Bro, expensive,
but worth it.
Fucking worth it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I love those things because it's just they're easy to put it. They're easy to pump up, easy to break down. The foam they have in there,
It's like a memory foam inside of an inflatable pad.
Yes, it's perfect. I couldn't. What do you call it? What's the word?
I don't know.
Envision or create something else.
Tell people to buy it more.
Endorse it.
Thank you. God almighty. Brain fart. I couldn't endorse it more. I love X-Pads. The problem is they're expensive, so people probably have a hard time justifying spending $180.
It's not that much money, dude. I mean, people spend thousands of dollars on a rooftop tent. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like, people are dropping $4,000 on that to sleep on a shitty ass mattress.
I actually found like an Amazon knockoff of an X-Ped.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have, and I think I paid like $80 for it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still pricey, but it's not bad at all.
And with Amazon's return policy,
yeah,
they're almost like Costco,
Yeah.
So I use that if I sleep in the back of the bed, or if it's like me and my son or me and my daughter, we go camping. If it's just two people, we'll sleep in the bed of the truck, pop that thing on, inflate that. And
well, how long's your bed at your truck? Is it like a 7 or 8 foot bed?
Yeah, it's an 8 foot bed.
8 foot.
Dude, but if you're gonna buy it out,
big truck, dude. It's so long. It's like you park it in the driveway and it was like still sticking out the driveway.
Here's the thing: I will judge the hell out of you if you buy a Super Duty and it's not a long bed. I'm sorry. Why are you
use it for work? You're hauling shit. You fifth wheel shit.
Yeah, but go buy a freaking Tacoma or Colorado. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't buy a Super Duty and get a short bed. Like, what the hell are you doing in life?
Fair.
You are messing up. Anyway, so I got the long bed. Just it pulls trailers better. Fifth wheels goes next.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there's plenty of room. So I'm able to set everything up. And I got the canopy, the
shell.
The shell.
I think it's Lear. I got the shield.
Okay. Yeah.
Shell.
Shield.
And shield. Yeah.
It has like the sliding windows on the sides, or
it does, but I regret that.
Really?
I would have got
just a full hard shell.
Full hard shell. I get why people might like the look of it, but I don't think I'd do the windows again.
Really?
Well, how do you get fresh air if you're sleeping in the back?
Just pop the back.
Pop the rear.
Oh, that's true.
Just pop the top or pop the window.
You don't like it just because of the privacy factor, or is it like
fucking brakes?
Oh, really?
Brakes constantly. I fixed that thing like 3 fucking times.
Really?
So it's the 3/4 permanent glass, and the last quarter is an opening, whatever you want to call it. It's like a twist knob that takes these 2 little forks and presses them together to push it out.
Oh,
at least with Lear. I don't know what ARB or what the other guys are doing.
Yeah.
But that was the biggest regret. And these things are what?
They're not cheap.
They're like $3,000. Some craziness.
They're fucking expensive.
So it's like I can't just go back and be like, "Oh, I changed my mind." No, like I would either get the full hard shell, which I do like for the privacy, but there is something to say to like being able to look out if you're sleeping in the back of it.
Yeah.
But that would be the only reason to get glass. If you feel like you need to look out, that's the only reason to get glass.
Maybe just have like just glass, but not a pop out.
I would go that route too.
Something like that, maybe.
I'd go that route too.
Hard,
because I think people like the look of it. They like the look of the glass along
breaks
the hole.
It up a little bit, so it's not just a solid.
Right. But putting a opening window,
no,
screw that. You don't need that because you just don't use it. You're not getting ventilation.
Yeah,
You're
honestly, like I have the camper shell, like the big full, 4-wheel camper back there, and like when we're buying it, we need that option. We need the side windows and the rear window. Never once. I can't even look out the windows because there's too much shit in there blocking it. So like, I paid all this extra money to have windows on the sides of my camper that I've never once opened.
So for privacy reasons, I just put we have
curtains.
No, on the outside I put like a a wrap.
Like a vinyl.
I tinted them darker because I was like, I can still see inside the back. And
somebody come up with a flashlight.
Dude, imagine you're parking, and even if you go to like what do you call those places? The
KOA.
Yeah, KOA places. Dude, if I'm sleeping in the back of my truck, I don't want anybody to see what's going on. If I turn on the light, because I have a LED light.
Oh, it lights. Everybody sees what's going on in there.
Yeah, living in a glass house over here.
Right.
It's like, my dick's out. Sorry. So it's like, dude, I don't like this. So I tinted them really dark, and even then, I'm like, I don't like this. So I said, screw it. So I put a vinyl wrap on the outside, so
smart.
You cannot see on the inside.
I like it. That's what Mason did that because he sleeps in the back of his 4Runner, and he just said eventually he just vinyl wrapped the insides of them, and like he even gave me some. Cause I ended up doing that with the Land Rover because I never look out the back windows anyways. I can't see out of them. There's too much shit, so I just vinyl wrapped it. That way people can't go and say, "What's he got in there?"
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, if I'm not even sleeping, if I put something in the back that is of value, which I do sometimes for work, I don't want you to be able to see in the back. So anyway, long story short, I would definitely do either a solid camper shell or a window and just completely
I was actually thinking about doing the vinyl wrapping on the inside of my alu cab because I have that rear window. My sides are they're solid, but the rear they can see in like all the camping gear and whatnot. So it's like I kind of want to like put something on that.
Can you see out? Like from
I can, but I don't really. I always use my side view mirrors. If I'm reversing, I got a camera. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't need to see I don't need to see cops behind me. Yeah. Whatever. Just keep chasing. But yeah, so you sleep out of the back of your truck mostly, and then you also have a shift pod.
I do have a shift pod, so and I'm happy you brought that up. So like, if it's just me, or if it's just me plus one, we're sleeping in the truck. Yeah. There's zero reason why I need to set anything up outside. To move to the shift pod, man, that thing's badass. Yeah. I love it.
You have the XL,
the
right?
XL one, right?
I have the big old boy.
Daddy, yeah.
And it comes into handy when I bring Marilyn and the kids. You know, for 4 people, there's plenty of room for 2 X-Peds. I even put the XL Teton
sleep bag?
Cable
cot.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Which actually is comfortable, but that's because it's not a military cot.
It's not a regular.
That's meant to make money. So they're like, we kind of need to make this nice. Yeah. So we got that, and Marilyn likes to sleep on that thing. But there's plenty of space, man. I love that damn thing. But I'm not bringing a 70 pound bag tent. Yeah. When it's just me and him, it takes a lot of space. You know,
you got to find a bigger flat ground too.
You need flat ground, clear it. You know, so because you don't want nothing tearing up the bottom of the thing. So. I love it. And I've used it multiple times when I bring all 4 when we go certain things. But if it's just me and one plus one.
Yeah, because you can keep all your, like when we went out to Johnson Valley that one time, you and Jameson were out there, and like, you're able to keep all your gear in there. And it's all
you can put your potty in there.
Yeah.
So you can go potty.
Exactly, yeah, the little shit toilet thingy, whatever you call it.
A little privacy.
Yeah, a little
Thunderbox.
Yeah, whatever you call it.
Thunderbox.
Thunderbox. Nah, but we bought the little breakdown, foldable, collapsible wall thing. Dude, I love
we
that
have
thing.
one. Yeah,
Dude, I love that.
We've never used it, but we have one.
Oh, we use it. I use it a lot with the powder. I put it in there, take a shit, piss, whatever, and just.
Yeah, Jess said when we got the campers, like, we got to get that. Because we always have just like the little fold up toilet seat thing with legs.
I love that thing.
Yeah, and like that's the thing we still use. You know, just take that out, go put it over by a tree somewhere, and then you're good. You know,
I'm so used to it.
Of the truck, you know,
I'm so used to it because I don't know if they still do this now. I have to imagine they do. I can't imagine the Marine Corps has changed much in the infantry. But you literally buy a toilet seat and you use ammo cans.
Oh, that's
so
a good idea.
Once you empty out the ammo can, you have maybe like a 10-inch by 20-inch like pine box that comes with like 2 ends. We take out the 2 ends and you just have a fall through box. You put the toilet seat on the box and dig a hole, and now you have like a legit toilet. Now, granted, you know, if you ate in too many MREs or whatever, you might be blowing chunks all over the place. So you might have to get rid of the pine box.
Be spraying mud and
But so I'm just so used. I'm so used to using those that
is like a luxury upgrade almost.
I love the thing, so I use it a lot. I love that thing.
Hell yeah,
it's awesome, man.
Yeah. So me and Jameson, we just went up camping up in Utah in Mount Tampangos. Man, I hate saying this damn. Can't they just Mount Smith? I mean, it's Mormons. It's Mormon area. They can't just call it Mount Smith.
Smith Mountain.
Jesus.
Yeah, you guys, we were in Utah at the same time, but you guys were northeast Utah, right?
Yeah, Timpanogos. Timpanogos is the name. Timpanogos, sure.
I don't know.
Yeah. Where's the emphasis?
Roast us in the comments.
Where's the emphasis on that? Just east of Provo, though. Literally just east of Provo. Yeah. Oh, my Lord. It's beautiful country up there.
Dude, it's so nice.
Dude, I loved it. We had such a blast up there. It was so beautiful.
How was the weather?
Weather was perfect. I think that might have been their first snow for the season. So some rain came in, and obviously, down in the city it was raining, but up there it was flurrying pretty good.
Ooh, nice.
But the ground temps were still warm. It was kind of weird. I don't know if I've seen this before. The ground temps were still warm. It was melting the snow underneath, but it was coming down so hard that it was actually staying on top of it. But if you were to grab like a handful of snow, it was like there was like a melted layer underneath. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, it was beautiful up there, man. When everything's just like slightly peppered or salted, with that nice snow. Oh, dude, it's so beautiful. Oh. It's like you want to stop and take a picture every 2 seconds, but you're like, okay, dude, just enjoy the moment.
Yeah, it's hard though. It's so nice.
But we were up there because I wanted to take my son to a Tool concert for the first time. It was his first concert.
That's his first concert?
His first concert.
How did he like it?
A full 8-year-old kid at a Tool concert.
How rad is that, dude?
He's got a pretty cool dad. I might ask. I might say. I mean, he's got a pretty cool dad. My problem is they're getting old. The guys,
the band is.
Yeah, they're getting old. They might be in their 50s. Maybe.
Much,
So is Creed, and Creed's coming out again.
Inching into 60s. But I was like, dude.
Well, I mean, look at fucking the Stones, man. They're still fucking, whether in 95. He's still out there.
What's his name? Mick Jagger.
That's what I mean.
He's like the same age as Joe Biden.
No.
Yeah, he is. I think he's in his 80s.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah, because they were
he's
talking
still
about
rocking.
how he's sitting there dancing around on stage, and Joe Biden's like tripping over shit.
Yeah, he could barely walk.
His own feet.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, it's
one's fucking over America, one is fucking America.
Yeah. Basically.
So I'm pretty sure Mick Jagger is still laying pipe.
Oh, dude, probably, dude. That guy's fucking.
My God.
Hey,
Mick Jagger, dude. He's got moves like Mick Jagger.
That's what I'm saying.
Drugs and booze do a body good, apparently.
That's
Shit.
insane. A life of destroying your body apparently works out. Yeah, because we were at the show and we bought VIP tickets. I bought. Yeah, Jameson had zero part in throwing me money. That bastard.
Yeah. Cheapskate.
Yeah.
He's up his allowance, bro.
Yeah, I know. So we went to a VIP pre-showing of their testing sound check, and
fun.
Dude, I'm watching Danny Carey, the drummer, like walk. I'm like, oof. Did you injure something, or you just
hobbling?
Is something going on here, dude? I was like, and when I saw that, I was like, I'm happy I brought Jameson because this guy's
might be the last show, dude.
I love Tool. I hope they're here for generations, but they're getting old. I had to share that experience with them.
That old, but I guess so. Cause like in high school listening to them and shit like that. But I'm like, fuck, I'm old. So they got to be old.
Oh, yeah. Shit. I mean, I think their first album, Opiate, came out in like 92.
Yeah, it was middle of high school.
Yeah. 92?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, so they came pretty early there as far as the rock scene, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Because Metallica, AC/DC, they're a little bit before that. But even
they're 80s. And then,
but Tool's a little bit more, they were more 90s. Because there was like the grunge
era and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, because like Nirvana and stuff was like early 90s.
Yeah, Nirvana, Rage, all them.
Yeah, it's all that same time frame.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of like collabs between them and Rage Against the Machine. So.
Yeah.
And Deftones.
Deftones.
They're big with Deftones. Yep. But anyway, I was like, Marilyn, she was okay with it because she kind of trusts me. But I was like, I promise I'll protect his ears. We brought his
headphones.
The headphones and stuff. We brought that.
Earmuffs.
And I was, dude. It was a super proud dad moment. Like I almost brought a tear to my eye because I was sitting there and he's sitting next to me, and dude, like one of our songs came on, Numa. He loves Numa, and he looks at me. He's like, "Dad, this is Numa." I was like, "Yeah, man."
Shut up.
And dude, and he looks at, he's like, he's throwing the devil horns up. He's rocking out, dude, and he's like head banging. And I'm like,
he's into it, dude.
Bro, I was like, you. Oh, I love you so much. And we just had a blast, man. He knew a lot of the songs because I'm always jamming.
Yeah, he's in the car with you, listening. That's so rad.
He knows what Tool song. He might not know the name, but he knows. He knows what the
comes
jam
on. Yeah.
So anyway, we had a great time, and I wanted to make it a trip, so we camped on the way up. I think we stopped in St. George.
Okay.
Out in St. George. I'm not going to look up the place, but there was beautiful cliffs or
was it the
rock faces,
like Red Rock something amphitheater? I don't know.
No.
Okay, we ended up camping in St. George as well, but like we were having trouble finding camping. Oh, there's a couple spots we went to, and it was just blown out. And there was like a big fucking like mountain biking fucking competition. That
Yes, there was.
Mountain
Yeah.
bikers.
That's
so we were getting screwed everywhere we went. We're like, fuck, nope, nothing here. Like we ended up took us like a couple hours just to find a fucking campsite.
Took forever, and when I finally found some, all the actual parking spots that they, I'm admitting fault here, so don't judge me.
Hey.
All the camping proper spots were taken by this mountain bike or whatever bike race.
Yeah.
And
so Subarus and Sprinter vans.
I parked in a regular spot that said like no parking between 6 p.m. and or 10 p.m., 8 a.m., whatever. It's like, screw that. Yeah. We're stopping here.
I'm tired. I'm camping. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to find the place because it was beautiful and I want to share. Snow Canyon Park. Snow Canyon State Park.
Nice.
Bro. Beautiful. We by the time we got there, it was already nightfall, so you really can't see anything coming in.
But when you wake up,
dude, I had to tell James, like, bro,
appreciate this.
Look around, dude.
Yeah.
So anyway, we stayed there on the drive up, got to Salt Lake, had a Airbnb set up, went to the Tool concert, and then we made a camping trip up in the mountains after that.
Oh, nice.
Oh man, I can't tell you how beautiful it was up there. It's just God's country, man. Seriously, just gorgeous. We spent the night there, got a fire going. Sad to say, I cheat on my fires. I don't know about you guys, but I bring a torch. I bring
that torch.
The MK torch. Yeah.
Well, no, he's got like it's like almost like a cross between like a handheld torch and like a roofer's torch, like the big. It's got
massive BTUs, bro.
Yeah,
I'm putting some energy out.
It's got like a good 3-inch
it's got a
round. I think fucking
tinder. I don't need no stinking tinder. You know what I'm saying?
You got wet log?
Put the log on there, bro. We'll set that. We'll set it on fire. So I did that, and sure as shit, the goddamn thing was broke.
Shut up!
Dude. I was like, I will create fire. Yeah. This will happen.
I am a man.
I am a man. So had to get my my flint rock out and
survival skills.
And dang, you really had to.
Legit, but I'd imagine anybody listening to this would do the same or have the same, but I have kindling stuff you'd already buy, right? So I like those fire starters, those fire starter bricks.
Oh, they're like little Duraflame things?
Yeah, the Duraflame starter.
I keep those in my truck.
They're perfect. Cheap. They're cheap and they're perfect. I bought a case for like
you go to Walmart and buy them. They're like 50 cents each or something. They're fucking super cheap.
Yeah, I broke in little pieces. Got a spark going. Got. I had to use a little kindling, but kindling. I mean, but it worked. It got it going, and dude, within 2 minutes, I had a fire blown.
I always have some of the like dryer lint and some petroleum jelly.
Totally.
Yep.
Just let that go. Yeah. Oh, that or the Blackbeard fire starter.
Yep, those are solid to have.
That works really well.
Yeah. As long as you get the fire started, I could care less how you did it.
Yeah.
Be MacGyver, be freaking blowtorch McGee. I'll get the fire started.
Sit there with a battery and some fucking steel wool if you have to. Whatever the fuck you're gonna do.
Battery
I don't give a
steel
shit.
Wool.
Yeah, you can call it.
I know it does.
You can call it cheating all the way until it's like your life depends on it.
Until you're free.
Then how much are you cheating?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I was happy to get the fire started, and I think the only thing to learn would be have redundancy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the redundancy was having those fire bricks, because thank God, right? Because
can't rely on just one thing. I have like multiple. I think I have like 4 different types of fire starters in my truck just in case, dude.
Yeah. So
fire is important. Do you have a pop-up fire pit?
Oh, just bought that thing.
Oh
yeah, but that was after the trip. So
oh damn.
Yeah, but that thing I tried it during one of my parties that we just recently had, and for my birthday. And I just wanted to get the fire going, see how it worked. And Eric brought some firewood, some good oak.
Dude, that firewood he has, man,
dude,
burns
that shit gets hot. Yeah,
I was like, dude, I'm standing like 5 feet.
Dude,
from
everybody kept moving back from his fire, and we're all cooking, and he like goes grab like 3 more logs. I'm like, holy shit, dude, it's gonna get hot.
I'm like, my God, bro.
Yeah, but his backyard, dude,
he's got a red backyard.
It's a beautiful backyard,
and I love the fire pit.
Yeah, it's like a 6-foot round fire pit.
He can attest to this. I think I mentioned to him on purpose like 2 different times, like how awesome his fire pit is.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a perfect size, perfect placement,
for a good group of people.
Good group of people. People is okay.
I mean, the company was
I love you. No, it was just I had to, because he's done well. He's done well for that backyard.
Yeah, he puts a lot of time and work into that. He does. Too, so yeah, good on him.
I still remember he wouldn't have it. We kept on like, when's your house warming? When's your house warming?
He bought his house. He's like,
he's like, we'll have my house warming in like 3 years.
Dude, he was so
he wanted to finish his backyard.
I don't know if it was nervous or just wanting to set the bar.
He did.
Like he wanted to wait for, and Marilyn kept hounding him. Like, when are we going to see this house? Can we see this house? You know, like, Shelby, what's going on? Can we come over? I want to see this house. And dude, he was so hesitant or just, he wanted it to be perfect. And
he's got his axe throwing range and fucking
the bow, the archery.
He got everything.
Dude, he even has that lookout where he was going to put like a hot tub up there with
the little platform up on the hill.
So my daughter loved that the other night. She was like, Daddy, come here. I was like, I'm trying to be cool over here. I'm trying to talk to my friends. All right, baby girl, what's up? Show me. She's like, come here. So we climb all the way to the top of the hill. She's like, look, they're chairs.
Yeah.
I was like, fantastic, baby girl. Thank you. Have fun. You know, I was like, okay.
Damn it. Thanks for rubbing it in.
Yeah, but she was really happy and she was super stoked. To you.
She was super stoked. I'm trying to act tough. That's why I walked up the mountain because your
daughter.
She's got me wrapped around her face.
Yeah.
But no, he's got those 2 chairs and a table up there for him and Shelby to sit up there and have their coffee or whatever. It's pretty nice, man.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
He did well. I'm happy for him, dude.
So yeah, he brought that timber over, and I used the what's the name of the company? The
Fireside Outdoor.
Fireside, man.
Pop-up fire pit, dude.
Perfect. That thing is perfect. I have 0 complaints. That thing's amazing.
Oh yeah,
and it burned everything to ash.
Yeah.
You know how easy of a cleanup that is?
Yeah.
My God, unless you're an idiot and you toss trash in there, I don't know with it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not doing that in my fire pit. Fuck that.
But it was perfect. I love it. So I was like, my next trip, 100%. I'm so stoked I bought that thing.
Yeah.
And I used your guys' website.
Oh,
good job. Hey, good job.
Right.
I liked it. Got the discount. I think it was like $95 with the discount.
That's so. I know it's so cheap. It's like what, 20% off?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good deal.
Dude, I was like,
smoking deal.
Yes, please. So. I love that thing, and I'll definitely use that again, 100%. But the campsite that we were able to find there on the mountain, they already had like a rock
designated fire rings and shit.
And thank God, a good camp, good tenants. Somebody left firewood that was left over.
I love that, dude.
I loved it. There was it's like two
bundles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now wet. They were wet because the snow's been falling on it. So I actually spread them across the around the fire to kind of like
dry it out.
And they're the last pieces of wood that I used, but.
That's so cool. I love that. Like, I'll pull up to a camp and it's like all of a sudden there's people left firewood for me. I'm like,
rock on, dude.
Such rad, dude.
Thank
like
you.
Just pass. It's like
pay it forward.
Pay it forward.
There it is. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's the community though, because if you're one to go up to a mountain and camp, I have to assume you're not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'm generalizing here. Let's generalize.
No.
I have to assume you're not a piece of shit. You care for the environment. You care about your setup. You care about not being a complete tool and leaving all kinds of trash. Because it was a clean site.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? The whole mountain was clean. I didn't see an ounce of litter anywhere.
That's good.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, cool. And the only thing they left were 2 bundles, no plastic. There wasn't saran wrap around it. It was
no bottles in the fucking
nothing,
fire.
dude. There was nothing in the fire pit. Yeah. And,
that's right.
Man, that was cool. So the mountain was perfect. It was snowing. It was great. Me and Jameson, we were sitting in the back on the tailgate, fire going. And he's like, Dad. I'm like, what? He's like, there's a deer.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah. I was like, what?
He saw it too?
Yeah, he saw it way before I did.
That's right. You're busy. Yeah.
I'm doing shit because he's not doing a damn thing.
Yeah.
He's security.
Damn 8-year-olds don't know how to do shit.
Yeah.
So he was like, Dad, there's a deer. I was like, what? And sure shit, past our fire, which was maybe 5 feet from us, to add 20, 30 feet.
Oh, it came right up in the camp.
Dude, super close. But it was moving from our right to the left.
It was passing through.
Yeah. I was like, just don't say anything. Just watch it. Hoping, but it was cool because he got to see,
nature, man.
Nature at its finest, dude.
Yeah, that's like a core memory. He'll fucking remember.
Totally, dude. He talked about that for a while. And try to say this without crying. Dude, this trip was a super mega bond moment for me and him.
That's right.
Every man who has a son, they wish to have that relationship, and we just do this. We have that relationship day to day, but this camping trip was our first good long camping trip together.
You can be boys.
We can be boys. It's just me and him, and we were on that mountain and we're hanging out. And we're talking, we're exploring. It became nighttime, and we had this game. We had to make up stories. So he wanted story time.
Oh, cool.
Right. And we're just sitting there. He's like, all right, you have to make up a story and it has to be like 5 minutes long. You can't cheat and say it's like something that's going on right now. So we're telling each other stories. And what's hilarious is that I thought it was I'm going to be honest. I thought it was a stupid idea. Like I thought it was like, I'm just appeasing my kid.
Yeah.
But dude, like an hour and a half goes by and we're just telling stories together.
Still into it.
And I'm laughing. He's laughing. I'm like, we're having a good time, dude. I was like, oh my God, I love this fucking kid. Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'm raising him right. Dude, and he's having such a huge sense of humor, dude. It was such a, man. You're talking about core memory for him. Man.
Core memory for you.
Dude, solid fucking memory for me, dude. Anyway.
That's good because like when they're like 16, 18, they don't want shit to do with you. They're out doing their own thing. You'll still have that like, I remember you used to love me still.
Dude, I had to take a picture. I was like, dude, we got to take a picture.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Selfie mode or whatever.
Yeah.
I was just like, I have to catalog this because you're gonna call bullshit on this, and I'm gonna tell you, no, we had fun.
Yeah,
like we had fun.
I approve. Yeah.
Anyway, it was such a badass time. So let me go with the story then. We stay the night, but you sleep outside. You're just in God's country. You're looking at a beautiful sky and stuff like that. We woke up early. It's just like
it's
I
normal.
always wake up early at camp. Dude.
Super normal, right?
When the lights basically come on.
Yeah, and we happened to wake up before the lights came on, so it was like 5.
Oh.
It was like pretty early. I don't know why, and we couldn't we woke up at the same time, bright. We wake up, we had breakfast, whatever. Yeah. I start packing up. Bro, sketch moment. So it was snowing enough to get that red clay that they have there.
Oh, Utah, yeah.
It was almost like icing, dude, like icing on a cake.
Yeah.
I've always trusted my tires. My tires do good. I got not the Nitos, but the
Hankook.
No,
BFG.
Y starts with a Y.
Yokohama.
Oh, Yokohama.
Yeah. No.
Yokomamas. Yoko Ono's.
Guys, I don't even know my own truck tire. Anyway.
Gosh, dude.
Well, the
not
35s?
Nitos. What's the other one? What's the other big ones?
Falcon?
No. I don't want to take too much time on this. I suck at this.
Name that tire.
Name that BFG.
General Tire. What? BFG.
Toyos.
That's got a Y in it. There you go.
Toyos. Had a Y. God, my God. I'm so sorry. Anyway. They're 37s by 13 and a half. So they're nice and wide, plenty of tread on them. Yeah. Talking about not knowing the situation, right? So like we start driving, I'm coming down the mountain, but we're still, there's only one, the trail goes to a dead end after a couple miles. So there's only one way up the mountain.
Yeah.
So we went further down the trail to take a look around. Whoo, boys, pucker factor 10.
Yeah.
I don't know this already, but that clay is just building up on the tires.
Yeah.
Getting in between the
Makes them slicks.
Makes them ice.
Yeah.
And I come up to this turn where we're going down. So we're on a decline. The turn is to my right. It's banked down to the left towards the bottom of the mountain, right?
Yeah,
the high side.
The drop offs on the left.
The high side of this
Tokyo
slant.
drift moment.
Bro, I'm turning. And I'm still not turning, right?
Yeah.
Like
Understeer.
I'm like, oh no. Like, okay, tap the brake. And thank God I'm not cruising. I'm just inching around. Thank God I'm not going fast.
Yeah.
So I tap the brakes. I was like, there's nothing happening here. So finally
ice skating, yeah.
I just stop. And we stop maybe a foot from the edge to our left. I was like, well, that was kind of scary. Okay. Let me fix this situation. Yeah. I go to 4 low. I like, okay, we're going to creep. We're going to super creep. So I start creeping. It starts, okay, I have traction again. Cool. We get over this little bump and then it's a pretty, I don't want to say steep. It's a steep.
More of an, decline. Yeah.
Decline. And I'm like, okay, cool. We're going. I'm keeping it real slow. And then all of a sudden I tapping the brakes. It's still sliding. I'm picking up speed. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. I was like, I have nothing. So I'm basically along for this ride. And thank God it wasn't a long hill. And thank God there wasn't a hill. But finally we get to the bottom and I come to a stop. And I was like, I need to fix the situation.
Yeah, it's getting.
Did you air down?
Well, we talked about it at the party. Ignorance, right? It's like, what was I thinking at the moment? So my immediate idea was like, get out, take a look around. Okay. assessed the situation. I was like, I have zero traction. What can I do to get traction? Oh, I'll use the freaking chains that I have.
Hey.
Right? Airing down would have been the smart, fast decision. I'm not going to bullshit on that.
Yeah.
But I was like, chains. I haven't used them yet. Let's see if they, whatever. So I set up the chains like you're supposed to, lay them out, get them unkinked, whatever, on all 4 tires, get them pushed in. And I can't express this enough, dude. That it was like thick ass icing on the cake, but it was like hard packed under that.
Yeah.
It is I've never been on that situation before.
Yeah.
I've never been in this.
And you have mud terrains.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're aggressive freaking tires.
Yeah.
It's the trails.
Yeah, the Toyos. We'll just go with that.
Yeah.
The trail mud terrains or
And
whatever.
the super aggressive freaking tread. And I was like, okay, these are good, but they were not good. And granted, so it's just I'd never been in that situation. It was a learning experience for me, for sure. And if you can't admit that you've had learning experiences out in the wild doing crazy stuff, like I call bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to act cool. You've had pucker moments before. You fucked up.
No, they listen to our podcast and they get all the.
So if you've been through this situation before and you think, oh, this is common sense. Well, it wasn't common to me. Okay.
Yeah, at that moment. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's put chains on this tire. So I get the chains out, lay them out, drive up on the tire, the chains. Dude, I bought the wrong fucking size chains, bro. I have 37s. These obviously fit 35s.
You used to have 35s though.
Yeah, well, I have 37s.
You bought them when you had 35s.
Little things you overlook when you're talking about your pre-trip
checklist,
checklist. Little tiny things, and you forget the little minutia things, like the chains that I already got chains. I'm good.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, I'm working my ass off trying to get this chain over the tire. You know, it's all muddy, dude.
You're gross.
I'm gross, dude. I don't even want to get in my truck. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to clean that later, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like out there. I'm like, why am I like an inch short? Why can I not? I got the wrench out right. I'm like, I'm trying to like pry it over, you know. And I was like, no way. I got the wrong size. I was like, okay, what's my next decision? I was like, oh, how about this? Let's air. And this is after like an hour, right?
Your son's like hanging out in the truck,
dude. You know, I was actually borderline kind of I don't want to say afraid. I was cautious, so I actually had him step out of the truck and help me. I didn't want him in the truck,
and it slid off on me,
or I do something stupid, and now Jameson, no, no, oh my lord. Anyway, so he's out there, he's kind of helping me, but not
holding the flashlight for you.
Holding the flashlight. Keep it straight, damn it.
Those moments.
We've all been there.
Oh yeah.
So the chains didn't work. I was like, oh, I'll air down. Wow.
Hey.
Anyway, so that took freaking forever because that was my next purchase when I got home. I took freaking forever to air down because I have the ARB
deflator,
digital gauge thing. So I plugged that in. I'm just hitting the button on the side.
Oh, just
air down. Well, that took a whole freaking.
That takes forever. That's just for like minute adjustments.
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
I
got the deflators now.
The little Ston screw-on ones.
But I actually can't because I like to buy bougie shit. So I bought the ones that you can set.
The preset
PSI, right?
Yeah.
I think it was like $100 for $90 or something like that for a set of 4.
Yeah, for like all 4 or 5 or whatever they come in.
Yeah, it was like a full on brass or whatever.
Yeah, I have a set sitting right there. Yeah.
So that took forever. Well, finally got traction. You know, so that's not the end of the story. So the end of the story is. It's still pretty early, so we're talking about 7, 8 a.m., something like that. I get off the mountain, and this is after creeping along because then now I'm already like, oh, dude, I'm sliding all over the place. Now I'm driving super slow.
Yeah,
so
it took an hour to go like a mile.
It took 15 minutes to get up the mountain. It took me an hour and a half to get down the damn thing. I'm driving so damn slow, and I think I'm with my son, so I'm being way more cautious.
Yeah.
And so we get off the mountain, and now my tires are at 12, 15 psi.
Yeah.
I try to stop at the first gas station.
Oh, you don't have an air inflator?
My compressor, my onboard compressor, where I put my spare tire, because I took off the spare tire. And
you got that on the back
compressor there. The damn thing doesn't work, which comes to show the damn regulator valve that says like, hey, when I'm full, that I'll turn off, wasn't working. So the actual switch, like the fail safe, if you want to call it that, so you don't blow up the damn air compressor, it wouldn't turn on. And I'm not mechanically inclined enough to know
when it's
how to fix it / what's wrong with it. That's me. I don't know how to fix that stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, my onboard compressor doesn't work. Fantastic. All right. So what's the next course of action? So I'm like on the outskirts of Provo trying to find freaking gas stations on
what day is it?
This is Sunday morning.
Mormons don't work on Sunday, bro.
Okay, yes, exactly. So I go to the first gas station, pump doesn't work. Go to the second gas station that's like 2 miles away, doesn't work. I'm on city streets at 12 psi driving.
12 psi on a big old truck.
Yes, dude, I'm flat. I'm flat out, dude. I'm like, it was pretty flat. Like on the mountain, it wasn't too bad, but like
pavement, you take a weird turn, you're gonna roll.
And you can feel it, bro. Like you're trying to turn,
and you want to throw a bead.
Yeah, dude, exactly. I was so afraid of throwing a bead. I'm just like inching into these turns, like, oh Christ Almighty! And I don't want to turn the wheel when I'm not moving.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So anyway, I'm driving stupid slow and cautious, and I'm driving with my hazards on. There's some people passing me, whatever. I get to the second gas station. Pump doesn't work. I'm like, give me a fucking break, dude. So then I was like, okay, what's the next motion? What do I need to do? So I call freaking Nationwide, my insurance company. Like, hey, can I get some freaking help here? Can you call a tow truck?
Aren't you on my side, bro?
Yeah, dude. Not tonight. Come on, Peyton Manning. Where you at, Peyton Manning? I need your help. You got the joke.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
Nationwide. No trucks are working. There's nobody in the. They took like 30 minutes.
You are in Utah on a Sunday.
I know this now.
Bro, you can't buy beer,
dude. Anyway, so I spend like an hour waiting for that just to get a call back saying, "Hey, there's no trucks in here. You got to figure it out." I'm like,
"Fuck, dude! Like, what do you pay you for?"
Thumbs up, bro. I finally get to one that works, the Mavericks. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Mavericks.
Yeah, except you got to pay for this air because it's special air.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You got to pay for that oil and gas that's in the compressor, apparently. So anyway,
no, it's that non-Mormon air.
Yeah, that non-Mormon air. Yeah,
Sundays.
Pay extra for that shit.
Dude, I think I spent like $10 trying to fill it because how long it took.
Oh, we got 37s, bro. You went down to 12.
Dude, yeah, like 12, 15, something like that. And I was just like, this took. It was insane hard. Like because it was the air chuck that you have to push in. Doesn't lock on. You have to push in.
Yeah.
So I'm there like trying to lever my knee against it because I put the
switching hands, taking turns.
Dude, I pulled out my phone. I'm watching YouTube videos, like just trying to waste time, not to like pay attention to the strain and pain and cramping in my arm and knees.
Cold out and shit.
Full of mud.
And Jameson comes out. He's like, "Dad, I'm hungry." I was like, "I know, God damn it, so am I."
Well, you're at a Mavericks. You can go inside and grab like a Slurpee or something.
Dude, I did. I got us to say, but the gas attendant came out like 4 or 5 different times having a smoke break, and like I went through like 4 of his smoke breaks by the time I was done with all 4, dude. I was like, get out of here. And that finally, got up to like 50, 55 psi, something like that. And
enough. Yeah,
I was like, that's enough.
Yeah,
What do you normally roll at?
65.
Yeah.
65.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like finally that got me to the Loves. That was like 20 miles down the road. Anyway, fantastic trip. Felt like we had a near-death experience sliding off a mountain that I might have underplayed during the story. Got off the mountain, had to deal with deflated tires for about 10 miles. Oh, man.
See, it's all those little adversities that you overcome that make it a fun trip.
Yeah. No, it was perfect. It was a fantastic trip. I wouldn't have changed it for the world. So it was great.
That's rad.
Yeah. Make fun of me, but I don't give a shit. It was a fantastic trip.
Oh, we've all been there. Trust me, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about your truck, because you said you have 37s. You got the black Rhino wheels, I believe.
Dude, I love those wheels.
I love those wheels.
Yeah.
Dude. I would love to get those for mine.
It's that solid wheel.
I like that
cover.
look.
What do you want to call it?
More like industrial look and stuff.
Yeah, it's the Marine in me. I like the look because it reminds me of the Humvee tires.
Yeah.
And I just love the look. It just
and it looks good on a Super Duty because it is like a big,
it's a
beefy
big
truck.
fucking truck.
A big
dude.
fucking
It
wheel.
fits it well. Yeah.
super heavy too. I would not. If you're looking for like weight, don't look at these.
Yeah. Well,
Changing your spare is gonna be a bitch.
It's a bitch. It sucks, dude. It sucks. And then picking that tire and wheel off the back.
Off the rig swing out. Yeah.
Oh dear Christ!
Throw your back out, dude.
Dude, I already have a shit back, so like pulling that off that and then getting that spare
back
on there and matching up the lugs.
Oh,
You're
Jesus,
like,
that's a fucking
just throw it in the back of your truck, dude.
No, dude, you got to put it back.
That's why you gotta fucking
Come on.
tire mount.
Wait, what kind of tire mount do you have?
I got the rigged.
Rigged?
Yeah.
It holds that big O heavy?
Oh yeah, holds it well.
Nice.
Holds it well. There's a little leeway in the because I have the 3-inch trailer package, if you want to call it that. The 3-inch
receiver.
Hitch. Yeah.
Oh, because we have 2 inches normally.
Yeah. So I had to use an adapter, which I actually welded because I'll always keep those two things together. I welded the rigged
to the 2-inch,
to the 2-inch, and then the adapter fits in, but. There's a little wiggle room. I wish I could fix that some way. Me and Jared were talking about it.
I think we could like shim it a little bit or something. I have like some really thin metal, and we just keep shoving a few in there on either side.
We did that to mine. Remember?
That's right. Yours had a little play, huh?
Because I had it was on my Tacoma. I had that aftermarket bumper, and it was supposed to be a 2-inch receiver, but it was like a little bit wider.
Yeah.
And so it had a little play in mine. So we shimmed some metal pieces in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that might be. I've been trying to avoid it because I was like, maybe not trying to avoid it. I tapped a screw on the bottom, or bolt, not a screw, bolt. I thought that would, and every time I tighten it, it gets rid of the wiggle perfectly fine until I drive 5 minutes, and then somehow it gets loose. I think I'm just
Loctite it.
I'm just I've lined it.
Back out.
I marked it. It's not backing out.
Oh,
I'm guarantee you if I pull that fucker out, it's bending the metal on the inside.
Well, you get that heavy ass.
Yeah,
the heavy.
But I loved it. This is no shit talking on rigged.
No,
fantastic.
The swing itself is doing its job.
100%, and it's built strong.
Yeah.
Even with that wiggle that I'm getting, I'm not getting any give. There's no. I've checked the pivot arm, dude. It's rigged. You're doing fantastic.
Yeah.
I just wish they made a 3-inch.
Yeah.
Because they make the adapter.
Not super common, but
no, I know. I know it's not. And that's why I don't blame them. It's just they're fantastic, and they're right out of Orange County.
They are. Anaheim.
Anaheim,
right over by Angel Stadium.
Yeah, you went there and picked it up when my son and I were in the hospital and he was being born.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I told him. I was like, hey, I called him. I was like, hey, can I pick this up instead of you guys shipping it? It'd be easier and cheaper. He's like, yeah. I was like, cool. Just drive there and picked it up.
Nice.
Anyway, I loved it.
Good guys.
Yeah, so it's
what kind of suspension you got?
So it's a 3.5-inch leveling kit from Carly. It's a backcountry. Yeah, it's the backcountry leveling kit, 3.5-inch, which I love. It's perfect for what I need it for. Yeah. I'm not rock climbing.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
so
you're
not
more
bouldering.
No, I'm not bouldering.
Yeah, you're mostly long hauling.
Something about a 174-inch wheelbase is not gonna do so well.
Not the most ideal. Yeah,
the amount of space between those two wheels, I'll be a teeter-totter for the kids.
Well, so check this out. At SEMA, there was this Toyota like FJ Cruiser, where I think
that thing was rad. That undercarriage.
Okay, so basically, most people missed it, but the undercarriage was like a tank track. So if you get high centered, it would drive and get you over.
Yeah, and
the
it's
boulder.
Not like most people, you think, okay, he's got like some skid plate, some armor underneath. No, this thing had like a tread underneath it.
Tank tread.
Is it powered?
Yes.
So if you get high centered on a rock, it'll just roll you off that fucking rock, dude.
Yeah, you just hit a button and it's like electric motor and it's just like and gets you off over it. Yeah. That's what you need for your wheelbase.
That was fucking some trick shit.
He'd need them on the sides, like both sides.
That was some genius shit.
That is ingenuity at its finest.
Yeah,
holy shit, that's legit.
Yeah,
that is
the fact that nobody's thought of that before.
Right. I think
that's freaking amazing.
One of the more popular rigs out at SEMA. I've been seeing everybody posting that thing.
It was like a Toyota FJ that was like a FJ truck type deal.
Yeah, it was like a
old
cruiser.
FJ40 type.
Yeah. I imagine it can go both ways, right? Reverse.
I would imagine.
I don't know.
Yeah,
because even if it wasn't powered, right? Even if it wasn't powered,
rollable.
That's what I'm saying. Just like ball bearings or whatever the mechanical. Even if it wasn't powered, you can like
an assembly line rollers or something. Same idea, but just underneath your truck. So instead of just getting hung up on something, it'll just keep moving.
That's so dope.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I'd need all freaking like 4, 5, 8 feet of that.
Yeah.
I love the truck. It's just it's
perfect for what you're doing. Yeah.
The side gig is to go where I want to go in trails and stuff like that. The primary gig is for work. So
yeah.
But
because you're like towing stuff.
I'm towing stuff. I'm hauling stuff. I'm secure transport for a couple clients. So it's my work truck that I
you use to play with too.
Also on the optional. Way back. Play with.
After you make the delivery, then you can on the way home. I can it's a write off on the way. It's a write off.
100% a write off, dude. 100% a write off. That's finally paid off. Paid it off earlier this year. So,
but how many miles you got on that right now? You could tell.
Well, no, wait. When did you buy it? What year is it? When did you buy it?
All right, so I bought it I think in May of 2020.
Right when COVID started.
Yep. And Yeah, I think we're sitting pretty at like 322.
322,000. What kind of
just breaking
maintenance?
it in, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's a Super Duty. You got the big old 6.7.
6.7.
Yeah,
it's a big boy turbo.
Power stroke.
And so 2020 was also when they first came out the 10-speed transmission that Ford's been using.
Yeah.
And honestly, I didn't have any problems with it, but at like 140,000, I had to replace the transmission.
Oh, really?
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Ford wouldn't cover it, so I just
Shut the fuck up.
So get this, dude. I say I don't know Ford's mentality on this. I bought the same OEM transmission from Ford, replaced it. The original, what is it? It's 100,000 miles.
Yeah.
Like they say what, like 5 year, 100,000 miles. No,
Yeah.
short.
Powertrain is 10 year, 100,000 miles
right.
usually.
100,000 miles. Come on, guys. I bought a Super Duty. Let's pretend I'm going to put some fucking miles.
Yeah, you're
right?
going to be putting 300 easy.
So it's a complete money grab because when I bought the OEM same transmission that was on there, put it in there, that warranty is a 5 year unlimited.
Really? Why couldn't
5 year unlimited.
Yeah. They want the first one to die, and then they're just
can
like,
make the
okay,
money
you
on the
bought
second
two.
one.
Because I just bought the next person's fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just paid $7,000, whatever it was, with labor to cover their loss on another person. I was so mad when I found. I was like, unlimited.
Yeah, you couldn't put that in the
Could this not have been on the brand new purchase that I? Anyway,
Yeah, some bullshit, dude.
pissed me off, but that's how much they know. It's a great transmission, keeps the MPGs down. I don't have complaints about it other than the critical failure.
What MPGs are you pulling in that thing?
Well, with everything on there and the massive weight that I put on it now,
Yeah.
I'm at like 14.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, dude.
Well, when it was brand new and it was stock,
Yeah.
everything was stock with stock tires and stuff like that. I was like 21.
Jeez, that's pretty good. But I mean, with all that shit on there, like if you're getting double digits, is pretty nice. Dude.
Oh no, yeah,
You're getting barely less than my Colorado, and you have what basically two of my Colorados
Yeah, double the
of
size.
weight.
yeah. The curb weight's like 7,100, I think.
Oh yeah, mine's like 56, 57, something like that.
We did a family trip with a fifth wheel about 2 years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago, up to Arizona and then to my uncle's ranch in Oklahoma. And I think I was getting, that was a fifth wheel toy hauler. I can't give you, man, I wish I could give you the weight of that thing, but I was getting 10, 11 miles to the gallon pulling that.
Jeez.
Through Albuquerque, I-40 all the way across.
I mean, I only get like 10 in the fucking Tundra.
So the transmission's good. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, that's fucking solid.
So being a diesel, you have like the diesel exhaust fluid and everything you got to put in. And I know that there's a filter. So Brandon from Liquid Moly, he was talking about these, this new solution solvent or whatever it is that they can then burn it off instead of having to replace the DEF fluid filter thing. Have you had to do that? I mean, you put 300 some odd thousand miles on the thing.
I'm religious in my
maintenance
filters and fluids, just because that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah,
when
it keeps it going. Yeah.
Insane mileage, right? So when it comes to the DEF system, I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't changed shit.
Really?
The DEF is the DEF. I haven't changed shit.
It's bullshit.
And you haven't had to, because typically what happens is it goes into limp mode.
Yeah.
And you haven't had any issues.
I have not touched anything with my DEF since I bought the thing. And
Wow.
320,000 miles.
Could I be abusing the shit out of it? Sure. But
Is it all a scam? Probably.
100% it's a fucking scam. And the second it does fail on me, and this is the mentality I've had since I knew that I was going to get Montana plates that I just did a couple months ago. But the second it fails, I'm ripping that shit out.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck that stuff.
I'm deleting the shit out of
Fucking do the, what is it? The bank's, the bank's, computer upgrade, whatever it is.
Correct. Yeah. I am going to tune it. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to do everything that I want to do it. Cause that,
you get so much more power out of that thing, dude.
It's hurting my MPGs.
Yeah,
having
absolutely.
the definite hurts it by 2 or 3 MPGs. Like it's the stupidest. God bless California, right? God almighty, dude. So stupid. And these assholes, they say that in 10 years or whatever, they want electric vehicles.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, you don't want no gas vehicles running in America?
Yeah.
Sorry, political. Sorry.
No. I mean, hey, it has to do with what we talk about. I mean,
Stupid ass California. No gas. No gas.
Yeah.
No gas. No gas.
Good
really?
luck with that, dude.
It reminds me of that meme, the video, the comedian's like, really?
Sure?
Are you sure about that? Like, idiots, dude. Yeah. The gas mowers. They passed that thing about no gas mowers.
Oh, when I was doing
That's
at
like
the landscape company, yeah, we couldn't have leaf blowers. We couldn't have any of that shit. Nothing could have been gas powered. Everything had to go to electric. And I was like, fuck, dude.
My lawn guy, he uses gas everything.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
He's just like,
fire that bitch up, dude. Yeah.
I have Ego Plus stuff for my grass.
Yeah. But
that's a whole nother discussion about grass, dude.
Yeah, you can do a
I love my grass
lawn,
anyway.
You got to tell the listeners. You got to tell your kid what kind of grass you got,
bro. I got the grass, man. What you want? No, I got a Bermuda hybrid, so it's the same grass they have in I think they call it Bandera grass, and it's used in like San Francisco 49er Stadium, couple high profile stadiums throughout America. Man, I keep that thing in a nice 0.5 inches crisp cut. I measured it.
Dude, what kind of mower do you have, dude? That thing's fucking crazy.
So right now I have a Swordman, which is like a residential reel mower. You can adjust the height and
it's not like your normal.
It's not a push behind.
No, it's not a rotary motor where the Honda
little bag on the side.
No, this thing cuts it like a pair of scissors. Right, it's a reel mower, so the cutting blade is moving on a cylinder.
It's like a rolling pin.
Yeah, it's like a rolling pin, if you will. Google it. It's these things. I cut grass extremely short and extremely clean. And I can't tell you the pride I get when I have people like for Halloween.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Halloween, I had 3 dads literally stop, look at the grass, feel it. He's like, bro, I thought this was fake. I'm like, thank you. Right? I appreciate you. Here's a beer. And I gave them beers, dude. Nice. I was so happy when they said, because that's the biggest compliment. Like, I thought this was turf. I was like, fake turf. I was like, yeah, that's my real grass, man.
Yeah.
And the greatest thing about it too is it's drought tolerant. I water that thing maybe once every 3 days.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, definitely in the winter, bro, once every 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
In the heat of the summer, I might treat it with once every day.
A little extra, yeah.
But
we get hot out here. Yeah.
Typically it's once every 2 or 3 days.
Wow.
So I save a lot.
Yeah, man. I at Tony's 50th birthday, we were in a limousine. You go out there and you had to weed eat and edge your grass.
Yeah, we had to make a stop off in the middle of our fucking party. He's like, hold on, I gotta check up on the grass real quick, guys.
Mind you, I was a little drunk by then. Yeah. So you guys are looking at my grass that was not recently edged. And I was like, I have to.
And we all gave you shit.
Yeah. I gotta edge this real quick, dude. And I used my rotary scissors to edge real quick. Took me like 5 minutes, but it got done.
It did. And you even used your electric blower and everything.
Yep.
Cleaned it up.
And Lana was like, what the fuck? Can we get back on the... I was like, I'm almost out of promise. I almost forgot it was Tony's birthday. Sorry, guys. Let's go.
It was a good time. No, I mean,
I love my grass.
Yeah, you have all your lawn stuff, and I know my dad's listening. He's probably appreciating this right now.
Yeah,
there's a lot of dads out there like, oh yeah.
We used to have to do the I've talked about it before, the yard pleasure, because we don't do yard. Well, you don't work on Saturday, Dad. He's like, well, then it's called yard pleasure.
Yeah. So I just get a kick out. It's a hobby, man. Because my wife, she makes me upkeep the garden, the backyard. Well, the grass is my thing. You know, it's like. I get why people don't like it. I get why people put fake turf in. I get why people cut their grass at like 4 inches and don't care. Like it's my thing. I like it. I like how it looks.
Therapeutic for you.
Mowing is therapeutic. When I'm mowing, I'm thinking about the lines.
Yeah, you're
in
your zen, and
dude, I love it, dude.
It's your zen garden, exactly.
It really is. I don't even get mad if the mower doesn't work right away. Like I'm like tinkering with it.
Yeah, I gotta tune it. Hold on.
Yeah, I gotta. The measurement is just slightly off. I need it at exactly 0.5 inches. All right, hold on, fix this. It's just something I like,
it felt good when we played a bottle bash on it that one time.
Barefoot, right?
Barefoot,
and it's not itchy.
Yeah,
that's what that Bermuda does for you, bro.
That fescue gets all itchy.
Don't fuck with that fescue, man. That's some bullshit right there. Turn over to Bermuda, man. You'll be all right.
Dude, my dogs tore up my backyard, so it's just dirt.
I remember giving you like do this, do that, do this, and then
I'm like, why? Because my dogs are going to destroy it.
Yeah,
it's all mud now.
Yeah, don't get dogs. Yeah. If you want a nice yard, don't.
Yeah,
I even have a buddy a neighbor who wants to redo his yard, and I was like, dude, I will help. I love that
just
shit.
to help you. Yeah,
yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah, well.
So back to your truck.
Yeah. Yeah, 2020, 3.5 inch backcountry Carly suspension, long bed, the rigged
swing out.
What bumpers you got on it?
Oh, those are Fab 4.
Okay.
Which
is it the roof rack the same too?
The roof rack is a fat. I would not do the same. I don't like the roof rack.
Oh, okay.
I think I made a decision error on that one.
Okay.
I think I'd probably just do your run of the mill
Prinsu
or something.
Yeah.
I kind of regret mine too.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's kind of big. More than I need. I just need a rack. I don't need the sidewalls. I don't need that. Okay. I got the lights up there that are fine. That trips me into this other thing. I don't think you need a light bar on the roof.
No, it's just overkill.
It's fucking overkill. I thought
it's cool.
It looks cool.
Cool guy stuff.
Sure, but have you guys been in my truck when I'm driving and have you heard the wind resistance off that thing?
No,
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Some people who haven't been in my truck before are like, what's that noise? I'm like, oh, that's friction. Yeah. Sorry. Like, that's air resistance. I'm a flying brick.
At certain speeds, like the Land Rover, I have a light bar on the Land Rover and a roof rack and all that shit. And like right when I hit about 55, all of a sudden you hear this whistle.
Exactly, dude.
And then like I have to get up to like 70 and it'll go away. So like that little pocket window. Yeah. So whenever I'm on highway cruising speeds, is all I hear is this fucking whistle.
You know what's funny about that? My buddy Eric Lopez, he's got the roof nest Mega XL roof rack. Tent on his Subaru. And it's so funny because right at like 20 miles an hour, you hear that same wind noise. Yeah. It's just like a he's like, so funny. Oh man. Yeah, I just remember that.
I regret it. If I knew now,
do you not use it enough? Do you not put it that much up there? Or?
No, I use it all the time. Okay, but the problem is the sound. The roof rack is just too big for what I use it for. Because there's stuff I put up there before. I've definitely used the roof rack before. I don't have the what do you call it? The lockdown.
The bins and stuff.
And stuff like that. But I have mounted stuff on there. Ratcheted it down and used it. So it has got it to use, and I'm happy I have it up there. But as far as not talking shit on Fab 4, they make great products. It's just
that style. Yeah, it's not the style you need.
Too much for you.
And the light bar too. It's like, man, how do I word this? So like you turn it on, bright as shit.
Yeah.
You turn night into day quickly. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of lumens coming out.
I can, and it's pretty dope. And there's places where I've used it and I've been happy I've had it. But anytime there's dust in the air, anytime there's any rain or snow, dude, you're
useless.
It's useless. First
You'd
of all,
be better off just having like a couple orange pods or something.
That's the only way I would suggest having a roof mounted light if they're all amber lights.
Yeah.
That's the only way I would say it, because the amount of light, because I have a white truck, so it bounces off the hood. You'll actually see part of the beam or flood, if you will, on my dash. It's so bright. And I'm not saying your eyes don't adjust after a couple minutes to see past it, right? And you're actually not noticing it, but it's bright.
Yeah.
So I
would hardly ever, like, I had the one on the Land Rover, and I had some 7-inch rounds up front. I had little pod lights, and I would use all those, and I would almost never use the light bar. Yeah. It's almost just too much. I'm like, I don't really need it.
If I were to do a roof mount, again, it would be all ambers, and then I would always do grill, just because it's in front of you.
Yeah, up front. I don't have that reflecting down on you and shit. Yeah.
So that was my biggest, I guess, regret, if you want to call it that. And you already spend the money on it, so I'm not gonna take it.
It's already there.
But if it breaks, I'm not replacing it.
Yeah.
So there's that. It's a great truck. It's huge. It's big.
Yeah. Do you have any like rock sliders or anything, like steps?
I got the what do you call it?
The retractable ones?
Yes.
Okay.
And which is great because I have kids.
Yeah, for them to crawl up in there.
Yeah, and it's bougie. Sure. Yeah. I'll agree. It's bougie. Yeah. Not needed, but nice.
But you're not like rock crawling, so you don't really necessarily need.
They say
they'll take a hit, but
they say
I'm not going to rest
those are they can handle it.
Brandon has those ones too.
Oh yeah, that's on the Gladiator.
I'm not risking a $1,500 freaking
chest and
automated, to slide on rocks. So I'm not going to do that. So
no, it's nice though, because I wish on my ZR2 I had some sort of thing for the kids to get in or whatever, because they always complain about having to step up into it. God forbid my wife has to drive it. She drove my truck like a couple times. I'm not even that tall.
Yeah.
And she hates getting in and out of it. So
my kids can't. When
your truck's big. Yeah,
they couldn't climb the truck. They couldn't do it. They could barely reach the handles. How tall my truck is.
You have to pull themselves up. You gotta get like
seriously.
A step stool.
I'm actually every time I ask them to open up their own, because I want them to be self-sufficient.
Yes,
every time I ask them to open the door themselves, they're actually pulling down.
Yeah.
I'm like hanging off of it.
Every time, dude, almost every single time, I'm like,
maybe
don't break. I was like, don't break. But I want them to do their own thing.
Yeah, so my girls do the same thing. They pull down on it.
So and I can see the bending of the handle.
Stressing
like,
it.
Fuck, that's gonna break. I was like, hasn't yet. 3 years, 300,000 miles, hasn't yet.
All right.
So, whatever.
So you're averaging about 100,000 miles a year.
Oh, easy. Yeah. If not more.
Jeez.
Yeah, I drive a lot for work. Yeah,
and I say you're running the open country, Toyo Open Country mud trains.
Correct. The trails, though, I went to the trails because they're. Thank you, Open Country.
Yeah,
thank you. See, now our brains are kicking in.
I got you.
I bought the trails this past tires because nothing against the RTs, fantastic tires.
Yeah.
The trails are basically the same tire, harder compound, but come with a 40,000 mile warranty.
Oh, okay.
Fucking the same damn tire. They literally
you must be going through tires like crazy.
I've been through like 5 or 6 sets already.
Jeez.
Dang.
Yeah, and they're not fucking cheap.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was wondering. Like, yeah, the mud's got to be wearing because you're mostly highway miles. I would think you'd want to go with an all-terrain.
Yeah, no bullshit. They're mostly. I would say a majority, past 50%, is on pavement.
Yeah.
Now, what's awesome is when I'm driving or I'm doing a job where I feel like, hey, I got a day or two to burn or whatever, dude. It's so comforting to know that the gear's there that I can go. What's that? Where's that lead?
Yeah. Yeah. You got the capability to do that. Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of it is a lot of highways.
So what do you use for navigation? Not so much on road, but for like when you go off road.
Onyx, bro. You guys use Onyx, right?
Yeah.
I don't.
I use a variety. Like I found not one is perfect. Like some are good for some things, some are good for other things. So we'll use Onyx, we'll use Gaia, we'll use All Trails, we use the Dirt, we use Google Maps. We literally have like 5 different things.
Don't
running.
use Apple Maps.
Do Apple garbage.
No, remember my story about trying to find the gold rush?
Yeah.
And it took me on like a 3-hour tour, man.
We'll check. When we were going up to Utah at the same time frame, we were checking and we looked and it was like telling us to go like a 2-hour route further away than like, what the fuck? Where are you taking us, dude? No, hell, fuck that.
Somebody explained it to me before, and it's like a double-edged sword, right? So Apple is all internal, right? So their information's guarded. They don't. It's not.
Yeah,
but Google's
not updated.
Did you say garbage?
Guarded?
I know what you mean.
Google's everywhere.
Yeah,
they know what I had for breakfast this morning. So it's like
whether you like it
they
or
know
not.
they know before if I'm going to take a left or a right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they just have more information. So your Google Maps is going to be way better. But yeah, I like Onyx when I
Onyx has been probably the best one we've used, but we use them all.
I also like it because I just recently got into hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And we can move into that part. But the hunting, the Onyx Hunt, I like because it's showing me property lines.
Yeah.
I know what's BLM land. I know what's not.
That's what's nice.
I know what I can do on that area, that section of land. And you can just download that state or that area's freaking maps and you're solid, dude.
That's what I was going to ask. So there's Onyx Trails, right? And there's Onyx Hunt. Yes. Do you have both?
No, I just have Onyx Hunt. Now, from what I've YouTube or read, Onyx Trail obviously is dedicated to information on the roads, but I'd be hard pressed for you to tell me that Onyx Hunt has different information.
Now, does Onyx Hunt show you things like yellow post sites and campsites and stuff like that?
No.
See, that's where the standard one will show you designated like dispersed camping sites and yellow post sites. So if you're trying to find a campsite, that's nice because it'll show you, hey, up ahead, you can go to this area and you'll find.
And that's what that trail would be specialized in, right? But
exactly.
I'm not missing out on the road itself.
No, you're still getting all the same trails, but this was points of interest almost are different. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't used Onyx Hunt before, but I know a lot of people who use, like you're saying.
Yeah, Patrick used to.
Yeah, Patrick always used Onyx Hunt.
Yeah, I'm actually planning which is stupid. I don't know why they call this. For the listeners, I'm just now getting into hunting, so I'm there. There's a lot of learning going on. Mm-hmm. They call it still hunting. You know what do you do when you still hunt?
Is that like where you're sitting in a blind or something?
You would think because it's called still. No, you walk.
Okay.
You're on the
move. Yeah, you're tracking. Yeah.
It's called still hunting.
Really?
Now, maybe because when you're about to take the shot, you better be fucking still. But I don't get it.
Huh. Interesting. I don't know.
Everything I'm learning from my uncle, he's done like 30 plus years of hunting. So, you know, if my information's wrong, then I got to call my uncle and be like, yo, dude, you just made me look like an ass in front of a lot of people.
He's probably fucking making fun of you. Like, you know, like all the, go give me that pipe stretcher out of the fucking back of the truck. Dude.
Yeah, or the blinker fluid.
Yeah.
The blinker
the
fluid.
blinker fluid. Yeah, we need some more of that. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're going to go still hunting. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So I'm just planning that, and I've been using Onyx Hunt for it. And there's actually a lot of places in our local area, but there's just no deer here. So you got to go up north more towards the pines.
Yeah.
So
what are you saying, like up to Sierras and stuff?
Dude, we've talked about this 395, dude.
Yeah.
If you can't find fun, happiness, and love on the 395, I don't know.
Get out of here.
Dude, go find another life. That's the best highway, I think.
We're going there next weekend.
In America. That thing has everything you need on it. You have the desert, you have the pines, you have the mountains, you have the
lakes,
the
rivers.
Dude, my God.
Everything.
I love that highway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I've only been up it once. I liked it.
dude, it's beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah, it was nice.
From Mammoth all the way up to freaking Oregon. Like
Yeah.
if you can't find something that
Wait, the 395 goes all the way to Oregon?
goes pretty freaking far north. I think
don't know
just
where it ends, but-
it stops in California.
Yeah.
But after that, I think it's 20 or...
I can't remember.
Dude, I'm shooting shit right now. I'm bullshitting right now. It goes high. It goes high up and up there. At least just south of Tahoe.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's an amazing highway.
Yeah, I've only gone up like Bridgeport and stuff like that as far as I've
But you'll have other than the beach, you have everything on that highway. So anyway, I'm looking at some hunting spots. I'm going to go do it either by myself or with somebody that I've been talking to. But just me and my bow. Just fucking
I was
Oh,
going to
okay,
ask
you're
you, are you a
hunting?
bow hunter?
bow hunting. Dude,
You listen to a lot of Rogan, don't you?
I'm just basically trying to be Joe Rogan.
Aren't we all, dude? That's why we did the podcast.
I'm just missing out on the rich part.
Yeah.
I'm missing out on the
That's
whole,
why I think
the
we're
whole
missing out
money
on, like,
part.
the whole
Middle-aged
money
white guys
thing
start a
and,
podcast.
yeah.
He's just onto something, though. I mean,
guy,
the
dude.
basic idea of
How to live, man.
how to
Yeah.
live and
Self-sufficient. The
That's-
meat's better. You
Yes.
know, I remember listening to him the other day. He was talking about how like the meat is so much better for you.
yes,
You know,
I had
It's like
deer heart for the
lean-
first time, dude.
Yeah,
It was-
lean meat.
It's fucking amazing.
He said there's so much more nutrients in it.
He says it, not science.
Not science.
That's fuck science. Joe Rogan, what he said.
Yeah.
I don't believe
He's
anybody.
science.
No, I'm just saying like that's
No,
what he
no,
was
no.
talking. He was talking about it though, and
Yeah.
I believe it.
I would believe
you
him
know?
over fucking some of these scientists.
100%.
I mean, he does take a horse tranquilizer.
That is true.
Can't trust him. So I just got into it because I told myself like I need to be more well-rounded, and this is not Joe Rogan thing, but I knew I needed to be more rounded. I knew because we've already been buying cows we've been buying half a cow once a year for probably the last 3 years.
Nice.
So we have
Put it in a freezer or whatever?
Yeah, we have a deep freezer, and I was like, damn, that's nice. I like having that.
We've been talking about doing that also. You
gotta do it, man.
So much better. Like,
So,
live
Where
with
do you
somebody.
get a half a cow?
Anywhere, bro.
Anywhere, dude.
Google a spot. There's so many local
I would
farms out
say
here.
local around here, there's a lot of butchers.
Well, I know
and
there's a
stuff.
lot of like dairy farmers, but you get it from a butcher, right?
Facebook, dude, reach out. I'll have Maryland. Maryland has the info.
Yeah, there's a place we used to go to down in Escondido by Ice House and stuff like that. There's a spot. Yeah.
The last cow we got was in from Las Vegas because Maryland knew somebody that was selling like 7 or 8 cows. And that's the other thing, dude. You're not talking about massive corporations. You're talking about like mom and pop that have 10
Farmers,
cows.
Yeah.
That are like, hey, I need to sell this meat. And
Yeah, it's helping out their family.
Dude.
And yeah.
So
What does
imagine-
something like that
and the
cost?
cow was probably raised right on a fucking,
half a cow that we just bought, I spent $2,200
Okay.
for.
and that'll keep you for the year
It's a lot of fucking meat.
for a full family.
It's a
And
lot of fucking meat. I
Have you
think
seen the prices of fucking meat in the grocery store right now?
so. They average it out. So yes,
Fuck, dude.
The average price per pound was like $7, $7 or $6
Wow, that's pretty good.
for all cuts of meat. Now you have shit part of the meat.
yeah, you have your basic. Yeah.
Whatever, cube steak or whatever, but then
Chuck.
you have,
Yeah.
you mean a 7 per pound T-bone
and is
steak?
this already cut up and
Oh, yeah.
everything?
Dude,
They
processed.
everything, dude. They process it, they cut it, they label it, they put your
wrapped
name
in-
on it, how many pounds does it weigh, what the cut is. Primo, dude.
Yeah, and they like vacuum seal it and everything.
Vacuum seal, flash freeze it when you get it. It's hard as a brick.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
All right, you gotta tell me about this, man.
will.
'Cause I got the smoker. I want to do all this stuff.
Dude, so like right now, if you're looking at our deep freezer, if shit stopped selling food, I know my family could eat the meat in our fridge or freezer at minimum 3 months.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking meat in my freezer.
Yeah, just be on the carnivore diet.
You're gonna be shitting out your brains, but it's gonna work out. You're gonna be fed. I promise you.
Yeah.
So I just got into this idea. I was like, man, I need to be more well-rounded. And how do you do that? Well, let's start hunting stuff. And then I asked my uncle, and he was like, oh, I'm so happy you asked. Because my two cousins, his sons, they aren't big into it. Like one,
really,
one's what do you call it with the eyes? Doctor for the eyes. What do you call it?
Optometrist?
Yeah, one's an optometrist. Yeah, and then one's into like finance. So they're killing it. They both went to OU,
doing
Oklahoma.
their thing. But
they're killing it in life. But they just never got into hunting. So I think I'm his Uncle Richard, if you're listening, I'll take up the torch.
Yeah.
So I've been asking him everything, and he's just educating me, and I love it, man. I'm eating it up. So I figured I just need to be more well-rounded. I chose the bow.
I was gonna say, why'd you go with a bow? Okay.
I think the bow obviously is the harder challenge, but if you want to talk about it in a tactical / oh shit scenario, I would much rather kill something silently than shoot. Because if you ask me if I know all the techniques / information to bow hunt, if you give me a rifle, I can be even more lethal. Because
I think it's more of a challenge. I think it's
we've shot guns here.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Coming up,
I'm very confident with the weapons that I have in my house. I'm very confident in my ability to target in and sight in, get the range and shoot something. I mean, at least minimum give me 800 yards. I feel I can hit a point target at 800 yards. Yeah. I'm very confident in my skills in that, and my weapon can shoot that far. So that when it came to choosing, do I want to choose a bow? I was like, I think that's the route because, dude, that's silent, bro. Yeah. When I made my first bow kill, dude,
and you have to get closer.
Yes, you do have to get closer.
Getting close.
Dude, I sat in our freaking hide /
still hunting.
No, so I don't know what they call still hunting's when you're out walking around. Whatever you call sitting in a fucking
squatting.
Yeah, squatting something. I have to ask my uncle that. But I was just sat there for like 4 or 5 hours, just waiting, dude, just waiting. That's
gonna be the hardest part.
Not watching YouTube.
Yeah,
you're not playing video games.
Just,
you're not listening. You're not listening to music. You're just like,
you're just looking around. Your eyes are moving. You don't even move your head.
Dude, that was a trip, bro. Yeah. That was a trip, and it kind of reminds you, like, damn, you are addicted to a lot of your fucking stuff.
You realize,
Oh yeah,
right? Because I'm like, I go to touch my phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, don't fucking fidget with your phone, man. Like, what if a deer what if they're looking at me right now? You know, it's like
well, they can. So I mean,
downwind.
I want to know a little bit more about hunting too, but you have to like smell right.
So the more I'm learning, it's like, dude, you're to mask your smell. From what I'm learning, just don't be downwind or don't be upwind from a deer.
Yeah, because then they'll smell you with the wind.
The rules, like you don't wash your clothes in certain.
I think those are like your like extreme viewpoints.
Yeah.
I mean, there's guys that like try to buy like ozone layered, like super high class fabrics, or like they don't wash their clothes for years on end because they want it to smell like earth. It's like, I get it. I won't say you're not building an advantage to yourself, but what's the trick? They can't smell you if you're downwind.
Yeah.
If the wind is blowing from them to you, they can't smell you. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And the deer, and the more I learn, the deer have better eyesight than they do have smell. Like their eyes are just insane. They see it like 4 times our speed or some craziness.
Jeez.
Yeah, they process images like 4 times faster.
That's why.
Yeah.
They have
exactly.
To.
Yeah. They've adapted. Yeah.
I just sat in this thing and I just think it's bow hunting. I don't know. It's pretty fucking dope.
I think you're more in tune. Not that hunting with a rifle or anything like that is cheating, but I think it's
cheat code.
Maybe
if you're killing for food to supply and sustain your family, you're not cheating.
No, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to call it cheating.
Freezer?
If you're filling the freezer,
No, I don't want to call it cheating. But I think you're more on an even level, more so when you're, you're not running up with it with a fucking knife or a spear, but you know what I mean, like.
How many people are we pissing off? Because imagine the spear hunters. Like,
you
bow hunters are cheating.
There's those guys that go out there hunt hogs and shit with a fucking
what's his name?
Knife and shit,
the old Minnesota Viking freaking D end, something Allen or something like that. He used to and spear hunt deer.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
He would stop his truck, grab the spear out of the back of his truck, go kill a deer, break. I'm like, you
That's some crazy
with
shit,
a spear?
You gotta
okay. I was like, fuck.
That's not still hunting,
dude. Anyway,
yeah, he wins on that one.
I just knew I needed to expand my abilities to make sure my family is able to survive if shit were to be stupid. So I was like,
keep your more options. Yeah.
Learn a new skill. It's a great hobby, and you go out and you have some fun. And you fill the freezer, and
I go to Willow Creek here in Temecula, down the road a little bit, and I just been practicing.
A compound or a recurve?
Compound. It's a Matthews Phase 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I think it's got like a 72 pound draw.
Oh wow! All right.
So it's shooting pretty good, and I mean, they're quick arrows, dude. They're shooting at like 300 feet per second. You're
damn
within 30 yards. By the time you pull and let go, I mean, that arrow's like flight time is under half a second. It's pretty quick.
I've met more people lately who do bow hunting, like Olaf and Paola. They go out bow hunting all the time. Full Draw Overland, Red Hood Jess, they're out bow hunting. I don't know.
My biggest thing too, and I think I want to add this and make sure it's well known. Like, I think it was more important to me to learn how to actually process meat than actually kill it.
Oh yeah.
So when I killed that deer, and I was, of course, I felt, a sense of like pride and stuff like myself. I was like, dude, I was able to.
Do you feel bad?
Kill it now. No, animals are on this earth
for food.
No. I mean, personally, I would feel terrible killing something, but I like the idea of hunting. You know what I mean? So
I'm this might sound cold and callous, but it's I revere the life that it gave because it's going to provide for my family, but I do not feel an ounce of sadness for this thing.
And people who cry about like, oh, you're killing it, like, do you know how they die in nature?
Horrifically.
Horrible death.
And slowly.
Slow. Yeah.
There's no fast death in nature.
No.
Imagine being alive and being eaten ass first.
Yeah.
How long are you going to survive that one, buddy?
Yeah.
I don't know, a couple fucking hours while some hyenas are eating
chewing on your fucking,
How many videos do you have to see on, was it Nature's Metal?
Yeah, I see that. The bear that attacked the deer was like, and it was like a miserable death.
Yeah, and the fight or flight on that deer, I think there was one where it's inside, backstrap was missing, the intestine, stomach was outside of its body, and it's still standing there trying to fight off prey, or dude, get out of here. Yeah. So my arrow, but when I pulled back and I shot that deer, I double lunged it and I nicked its heart. Obviously, I knew that after the fact when I was cutting open, I could see the hole, right? But my shot was perfect. I was very proud of that. But I got both lungs and I nicked its heart aorta. So what happened was, not only did he not have enough lung capacity because there's now zero air, he was able to run like maybe 30 feet, and that air, that blood was escaping his body at a cyclic rate to where he was dead within 20 seconds.
Yeah, it was quick.
The fastest painless death he can ask for. Not painless, but less painful.
Yeah.
Ethical kill.
Very ethical kill. And if there's ever a hunter out there that isn't looking for the most ethical kill or looking for the shot and not taking the shot that's not ethical, like, oh, he's too bladed away from me, or I don't know if I can get a good shot.
Yeah, because you don't want the animal to suffer.
Most hunters, like, I'm sure, there's people who don't understand it and they give them a bad rap, but like the majority of them are always looking for the good kill. They're not there to fucking just torture animals and shit like that. No, they treat them right.
I couldn't imagine doing that to an animal. So it's like, if I'm gonna use your body for me to sustain my life and my family's life, it's gonna be quick. I promise you.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do my damnedest. So anyway, we got the kill, and like I said, the actual portion of killing they call it harvesting.
Yeah.
I don't want to piss off any hunters out there, but that was a learning point. But I took way more pride and learning from my uncle on how to actually cut the deer open, skin it.
You have to do it quick too.
Harvest the meat. You have quite a few hours actually. It depends on the temperature. Yeah, temperature has a lot to do with it. We were in Oklahoma. Temperatures were around 50 degrees, so you didn't maybe 10 hours. You got about 10 hours before the meat starts acting stupid on you.
Now, when you were out there, did you break it down in the field?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, okay.
So he has in a shed back on his house. He has a shed that has
where you hang it.
You slice holes underneath its knees. I guess you want to call them knees or whatever. But so you can lift it up so it hangs. And he said it makes it easier. I was like, no, how do we do it right here, where he is? So we did it, man. That was I took way more from that than actually learning how to shoot the bow.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a good thing to know because, I mean, I don't know anything about it, but I just know that you have to remove certain organs and things like that so that it doesn't spoil the meat. Yep. And then you have to like pack it up and then like mount it to your shit so you can hike it out.
Pack it all out. Yeah.
So by packing it out, you think you're gonna fit a deer on the back? No. So you got to cut that thing down.
It's fucker's heavy. Yeah.
So it took a lot to get all the guts out. It was a very cool experience. And I came home with maybe 20, 30 pounds of meat, heart, liver.
Jeez.
Damn.
That's rad.
Hell yeah, dude. And it was a buck?
No, it was a doe.
It was a doe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't know how to process it properly. I could guess.
That's my thing.
Okay, it looks like a muscle. I'm going to cut this out and
I'm gonna gnaw on it.
Yeah, and fucking throw that on the fire and hopefully I fucking don't, fuck my shit up. But
yeah, because you want to remove like the whole like intestines.
There's certain things like you don't want to
stuff.
puncture the gut when you're
the stomach.
Yeah, because you don't want to puncture that, right? Because there's bile and stuff like that in there.
What was crazy that I saw dude, that's in its own little bag.
Yeah, it's just all separate.
Dude, it's crazy how contained the stomach portion of the deer was.
Yeah.
So like the organs, the lungs, the heart, the liver, the kidney, all. I don't think it has. I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry, I'm still new. All that was separate. The stomach portion was actually in this like sack, and so when you cut around it, which you asshole first, you cut around the asshole, you cut the stomach open without breaking the stomach sack, if you call it. You can literally take it all and just
move that out,
excavate it, and it's
just a hollow cavity after that. Right?
It's so weird. Yeah. It's crazy how self-contained that area of the body and that learning experience, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was the heart was kind of crazy. And then, dude, yeah, cut. You had to cut the throat or the larynx part so you can actually, because obviously the stomach's connected to that, so you have to cut that, and you're like watching that like retract into the throat area gnarly. Where you're in the chest cavity. I was like, oh my God, this is gnarly. It's like I knew what I was getting into, but it wasn't until you see it.
You're doing it.
So, like I said, I think it's invaluable or valuable or whatever. It's just
super valuable.
Super valuable.
I mean, like, what if shit hits the fan and like, okay, you can't get a pack of meat to make burgers or something at the supermarket. What do you do? How are you going to feed your family if there's nothing open?
Yeah, my next thing would be to learn is how to keep it if you don't have a fridge or a freezer, and
that's what I was going to say. Because usually,
jerky it, I guess.
If there's no grocery store, there's probably no power. Yeah. And then your freezer ain't working. And what do you got to do?
Well, that's why you got to have a generator or
freeze dry it all, jerk it.
But I would what I've been learning is smoking the shit out of it.
Yeah, smoke it. Yeah,
that's what you do. Turn it into freaking damn near jerky almost.
Ooh, that might be the next step. Let's get some. We're making some jerky in the backyard.
I still have some of that venison. Too.
Oh, hey.
So maybe give you guys some. Oh. I should have came with treats. Damn.
I know. So
all I came was damn butt heavies, dude.
Well, we can come over to your place and we'll just hang out.
Let's do it up.
We'll bring over some beer and
dude, let's do it up.
We know what you drink now.
100%.
It's on sale.
At discount.
Yeah.
I'd love to because that meat is delicious. And I had that heart and I didn't know if I was gonna like the heart and I loved it.
Really?
Super good.
I don't think I've ever eaten heart.
Yeah. I don't think I have. I don't think I have.
I'm not a big liver
and by
fan.
say I didn't like season it. Dude, it was salt. I just salt and maybe a little bit of pepper because I'm Irish and don't like spicy shit.
We talked about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You had some potatoes with it.
Super white.
Yeah.
Uber white.
Oklahoma white.
So anyway, that's the kind of the trend that I'm on, and I'm hoping to.
Good trend.
You know, if I'm driving, I would love to be able to have a cooler in the back, and I would love to be able to just stop on one of my trips and
just have the bow back there.
Have the bow back there, and freaking look on my Onyx app, be like, oh, that's BLM land, that's good to go. Oh, there's a deer, that's cool. And then
so you can hunt any on BLM.
Yep.
Any time of year. You don't have to have tag.
Seasons.
There's seasons, but mind you do have to get the tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Does it? If a tree falls in a forest and you're out there, did it make a sound?
Well, yes. Obviously.
The whole point.
The squirrels heard it.
The whole point with tags and all that, and this is just my personal idea on it, because my uncle he owns like 120 acres, right?
If it's your land, then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, but you still have tags that you're supposed to use those for, right? You're only allotted. He has he bought his lifelong permit tag thing.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, so he's allotted 5 tags every year for the rest of his life. Now, why they do that is so they can track population.
Yeah.
So if you're super enthusiast of wildlife and game, it is in the best interest for you to report the deer that you killed so that they can
know what the population
right doing, and that they can manage, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a very good thing.
Yeah.
But dude, if you're in the middle of BLM land all by yourself,
hey.
I mean, you're on a 2,000-3,000 acre plot of BLM land. Like,
yeah, we've seen.
I guess that's a discussion on yourself, and I doubt people probably talk a lot about this or like are open about it. But I'd be hard pressed to say that there's not avid hunters out there that have made every single kill with a tag and reported it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My uncle's supposed to.
Yeah.
But
do you report a deer that you hit? Because I just saw this girl that I follow, ZR2 Girls or whatever her name is. She lives in Michigan or whatever. She was driving back from the West Coast, and she smashed into a deer, and like all of her airbags went off. Everything. Her truck is basically totaled. But do you report the deer that you hit? I mean, I don't know.
Dude, we were driving through Utah. The amount of deer on the side of the road was crazy, dude.
Dude, from St. George all the way up.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, I pose that question, or I put it out there. I think that if you were to talk to avid hunters, of course, the correct right answer is you only hunt during hunting season, and when you kill something, you tag it and you report it.
But Zoe's friend, goes to school with her. They just went pulled the kids out of school for a week because he just got his tags. And they drove to I think they went to Colorado. They had I finally got my tags for the year. We're fucking going. We're taking a week off. And yeah.
I'm surprised they were able to go because my wife makes it seem like you can't take the kids out of any school. Otherwise they come after you.
Oh, they want their fucking money, but get fucked. It's my kid. I'll pull my kid out whenever I want.
That's a whole nother discussion is the whole school system. But anyways.
School system that's
stupid.
Yeah. You
public
homeschool, right?
We do charter.
Oh, that's right. You charter.
Santa Rosa. So not Santa Rosa.
Oh, really?
Place here locally, it's called a Lighthouse, but it's
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's great. We know what they're teaching.
Yeah.
We just know about our our teachers, what they're teaching.
Yeah. I hate public schools, dude.
The public schools are
they're garbage.
The ones our kids are in are actually really good. Yeah. But still.
Luckily my kid's smart and she's doing really well in school on her own just because she just wants to learn. Mm-hmm. But I just have zero faith in the public school systems.
As you should.
Yeah.
I grew up in the public school system.
We all did.
We fucking all
did.
Look at us.
Shit. It's like a bunch of knuckleheads.
Yeah.
But now that I have the choice and the ability to pay.
Yeah, if I could afford it, I'd have her in a private school. I can't afford it.
So charter is, it's basically taking the money of what they would spend at a public school on your child, and you're putting that towards a charter school, right? Yeah. So the money does follow the kid. Now, granted, you're still paying money because, dude, I'm not even going to try to act like I'm knowledgeable in this. Maryland is. Yeah. But I just know that we do pay money, but it is, quote unquote, subsidized because he is not at a public school. So we're using part of that money that would be used for a public school for the charter.
And that's your son. You also have a daughter. Is she in school yet?
She is. Yeah, okay. She's in first grade. Jameson's in second, and they go to the same school.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Delilah has the same teacher that Jameson has, and man, I love these people. I would consider them family. They're amazing teachers. They give a shit about your kid.
Yeah.
You know, they're there because they actually love teaching and educating kids. And I'm not saying that all. Oh man, sorry.
Yeah,
I can go a deep dark hole about this, but it's like some are there collecting a paycheck, and some are there to educate.
Yeah, well, it's everything,
100%, dude.
Yeah. Walk into any corporate office, it's the same thing.
Yeah. So the Lighthouse here in Marietta, I love it.
Yeah, I had Zoe at Santa Rosa.
Yeah.
But it's a lottery system, and it's not all in school. Some of it's all homeschool. There's 3 different phases. There's red, white, and blue phase, and there's
hell yeah.
One of them is you're all homeschooling. Another one's all in class or all on campus, and the other one's 50-50. And I pulled the lottery ticket of having her 50-50. So I did it for like a year where she was on campus for part of the time, and the other part of the time I'd have to homeschool her. But I fucking don't have time to homeschool, dude. I got to work, so I couldn't. I tried to do the lottery to get her full time on campus, and I didn't pull the ticket that year either. So I'm like, nah, you just got to go back to.
Jameson and Delilah are on a very similar type of thing to where Monday through Thursday they're in the school, which is it's already a short class. I mean, from I think 8 o'clock to 2.
Yeah.
Right? It's a shortened schedule. But Friday is considered a homeschool day. So even though they have it off at home, there are assignments that they need to get due.
Yeah.
Well, 8 to 2. That's actually, I mean, my kids, my daughter got out all week at noon, and she went in at like 8:45. So like, yeah, I mean, even the public.
I thought that was short. So like you're saying that,
that's like a normal day, man.
Oh, okay.
Because my other daughter, she goes in at like 7 and gets out at like 2. So it's like 1 hour less.
Okay.
But Zoe has 1 day a week, which is a half day. I'm like, why? I never had half days at school. The fuck is this shit?
I know, dude. Like growing up, like a half day was like shit, dude. Like once every quarter.
Yeah,
dude.
Every week, every Wednesday is half day.
Well, I think Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The school near my house.
Yeah.
I wish. No, it's just like, it's insane, man. How many people lose their damn mind just to pick up their damn kid?
Oh, dude, trust me, dude.
And this middle school is near my house, and the parents, it's like they lose all ideas on what common courtesy
there's no decorum whatsoever. I have more road rage picking my kid up and the fucking carpool drop-off line. Because like I'm trying to be right, I'll wait in line like everybody else. I got
nobody respects
late,
that.
and then some jackass will just fucking swing in, pass everybody, and just cut right into the front of the line. I'm like, bro, where'd you?
It's
fucking
the same
come
lady
from?
every day. You told me.
Yeah, dude.
My thing too is if I leave, me and Marilyn, if we leave our house at the wrong time,
you're screwed,
dude. It's like maybe without traffic, 20 seconds to get out of our neighborhood.
Yeah,
I'm not even. Like
oh,
that's
yeah, because you got the school. There's a school right next to your house. Yeah.
If we leave at the wrong time, it'll take us 35 minutes to get outside of.
Yeah, because people just park all over the fucking place in the middle
at places
of the road,
where they're not supposed to.
Red zones.
There's a turn lane to get on one of the I don't know what you call it, like main thoroughways of our neighborhood. People are parking that turn lane, so they're essentially taking 2 lanes down to 1. Yeah. It's like. Oh my God! If I could punch you in the throat, I could. But apparently, I'm a law-abiding citizen who doesn't
son of a bitch.
want to go to jail for murdering people.
He's now on the FBI watch list.
FBI, if you're listening, I promise I won't.
You now have an agent assigned to you.
Yeah. Oh,
listening to your phone.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and
do already.
Let's pretend the NSA isn't listening to this whole thing as we speak.
Yeah.
No, they aren't. It's the AI chatbots things. The AI bots listening to it,
okay.
transcribing everything we're saying, and then putting you on a watch list.
Yeah.
God damn. I want to say, what else can I say here?
Yeah, to get you in trouble. Yeah.
Well, we've already talked about illegal hunting, kids at Tool concerts. Man,
I don't know.
You run the gamut.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Wish I had better stories for you guys.
No, dude.
Wish I could tell you stories from GDBA times, man.
Yeah, I bet.
The rich and famous, man. They live different. They're you and me, man. They are as fucked up as we are, man.
Yeah. They just have more money.
Dude, there's some clients, man. It's like, oh my God, how are you rich? How are you?
Okay. Can you tell a story without disclosing who your client is or what company they own or work for or whatever? Is there funny stories that you could tell us?
Yeah, I was severely disappointed in one client who happened to be a younger guy, owns his company that everybody uses. And he had this party at a Coachella festival, right? And my job was to body coverage for him during this festival at this Airbnb that happened to be a nice place.
It wasn't your typical Airbnb.
No,
this is rich person Airbnb.
Yeah, rich person Airbnb. Us peasants, we can't afford
it. Yeah, we not allowed in those neighborhoods.
Dude, fucking cocaine everywhere, drugs everywhere. I'm like, sir, like you can't just have this in the open, man. You know?
Yeah.
Dude, and I say disappointed because I was like, bro, you have all this, and these are the. I'm gonna sound like a. I'm gonna sound. I'm probably sound like an asshole, but this is who you have at your party. Like this is what's going on, bro. This is the quality. Did you pick him up from like thousand palms or like what? Are
29 Palms.
Yeah, are these from 29 Palms? Is this from Palm Springs? Is this the best you can? Anyway, there's that.
You have all this money and you couldn't pay for better talent.
Hey, I mean, you can take out of the trailer park, but you can't take the trailer park out of.
Once you
that's just what was available. And
yeah,
you had cocaine, and it attracts a certain type.
Yeah. Sure, and it's just funny. They look at you as if you're the maid. And I can't tell you how many clients I've told, be like, listen, I'm here for your security, safety, and protection.
Yeah,
I'm not here to fucking walk your dog.
Yeah,
like.
Yeah. I'm not making you a sandwich. Get the fuck out of here.
Either hire somebody else or pay me some more, because I'm not walking your fucking dog. That's ridiculous.
So was that a real request you got?
Yeah.
Really?
And
they just think you basically hired a fucking personal fucking assistant.
Yeah. And thank God we had decent, competent leadership that we, and the money wasn't as much as they cared to deal with, so they dropped that client. Out. Yeah, they dropped that client, but they wanted us in suits and tie, body armor underneath, strapped, whatever, all the gear that we carry, to go walk fucking dogs.
Yeah,
did you walk the dog?
No.
What kind of dog was it?
I think there were two bulldogs,
little Frenchies or something.
English bulldogs.
Yeah. Oh, English bulldogs.
So like the bigger.
So yeah.
Cool as fuck dogs. Liked them.
Yeah.
Rad dog.
I'm not gonna fucking walk them around the block. God, get fucked, dude. Get fucked. Sorry, dude. No, I'll die for you, but
walk the dog. Fuck, you're walking your
Go
dog.
fuck yourself. Shoot me in the face, literally. Stupid shit like that, and it's. I have to generalize. Most are good. Most clients. I was with this one family when I was up in San Francisco for the longest time, and God, such a good. I wish they were fan. They were the nicest. They cared about us. They asked us what. But some other clients.
How's your family doing?
Yeah, on a personal level more. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't say that story. That might get me in trouble. But the strict NDAs.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was saying, can you just tell us a funny story without disclosing anything? So
yeah, that family was amazing. I miss working for that family.
And when you were working in San Francisco, I mean, you were gone how many weeks at a time? How did you come home every weekend, or what was your schedule?
I would try. I mean, it's a 6.5 hour drive if you book it like I do.
Yeah.
So long story short, I missed my daughter's birth because of it.
Wow. You did?
Yeah, I was in Palo Alto at an event. My wife calls, be like, "Hey, it's
happening.
It's happening." I was like, "Shit, okay." I made a phone call. They said I could leave, but I gave them warning. My wife's she's gonna hatch here soon, and I need to be home. Well, let us know when it's coming. It's like one of those things.
Yeah.
And me being the worker that I am, I just sucked it up and be like, okay, well, I'll let you know. And I get the phone call, let you know. They let me go within got to my apartment that I was renting up there, grabbed my stuff, and I was on the road within the hour.
But still,
I'm driving down I-5 South, holding up my phone,
FaceTiming,
because Marilyn's sister's holding the phone, and I'm watching the birth of my daughter. Just pisses all motherfuck. So granted, 3 hours later, I'm holding my baby girl, but all the same,
still,
yeah.
Those times, yeah.
But that goes into the I guess you want to call it the
lifestyle,
the work. I'm literally putting your family
before mine.
Yeah. I'm putting your safety, your well-being, your security before mine. I signed up for it.
Dogs are family, bro,
and that's why you're paying me. But don't ask me to if I'm willing to help, if I offer to help, if I say, hey, I'll take out the trash or whatever the case is, I'm offering. But that's not in the billet description, bro.
Yeah.
That's not my job. You are uber rich.
Yeah, you can hire a guy to do that.
You're a fucking billionaire.
Get a dog walker.
Get a professional dog walker.
Yeah, they have an app for that.
You know what I'm saying? So ran into a few times. Stupid parties, just stupid shit happening, man. God, I wish I could tell you a certain story, but I can't. Oh, man. So fun. Okay, so a random person drinks a lot. No, I can't say that.
No, don't do it.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
It's going to single it out. But
Yeah,
I promise you, I think I can tell you offline, I guess. But it's just...
No,
I don't want to know because
I don't want to know anything.
Guys, insane stories, man.
I don't want to be incriminated.
The rich, these elite, and most of these are CEOs, owners of companies.
Yeah.
we definitely did, the entertainment industry, stuff like that. But a lot of these people, man, they're just you and me, just with a lot of money.
Yeah.
I know how I would act with a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
I have some pretty silly toys.
That's why I like it though, man. It's such an dynamic environment. Being able to try, like being told in 3 days, hey, I need you in Barbados, or 3 weeks, I need you in England because I need you to set up a area so that when the client comes in, they can check in, no problems. It's mostly concierge service, if you want to say that. I would say like 60-70% is just helping the client plan their day, because if you're a part of the planning process, you're helping yourself.
Yeah, making it go smooth. Yeah.
Right. So if you can be a part of the planning process with their executive assistants or with what they're doing, you can actually help make your life easier, because now you're having a say in what time they get dropped off where, who's there to pick them up at the front door, make sure
you have more control over
who's taking care of the paparazzi.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So
yeah. What is the saying? Piss poor planning, whatever. What was the whole saying?
Popper. Damn, dude.
Planning to. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm brain farting big time, and you just said it too. Piss poor planning prevents piss poor performance. There you go. Piss poor planning prevents.
No, it doesn't prevent anything. It's terrible. Piss poor planning.
It's prior proper planning prevents piss poor performance. There it is.
Yeah, something like that.
There it is.
There you go.
I had it flipped over.
A little dyslexic, but it's all good.
Yeah. We're on the same path.
Yeah.
Right? We know where
we're going.
Yeah.
I haven't had any butt heavies, so
yeah, I'm
trying to catch up. I'm trying to do the translation. Well, right on, man.
Yeah, I like the security industry. It's fun. It's dynamic. Every day could be different.
Yeah. Yeah. The excitement of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
not sitting behind a fucking desk all day like my dumb ass.
Exactly.
Right. I know exactly what's going to happen tomorrow too.
Yeah.
I just know, because my job is the same thing.
Yeah.
Every day.
Go in, I'm gonna turn my computer on, I'm gonna stare at it and click a mouse for fucking 8 hours.
I'm gonna get coffee twice, because I only get like 8 ounces out of that pour. Then I have to go back. By the time I make it back to my desk, then I'm like, oh shit, I need another cup, so I gotta go back.
Am I gonna use coconut creamer today? Or
no, I don't. I drink it black, dude. I'm a man.
My bad.
Yeah, I need a dynamic workplace. I can't.
Oh, I would love it.
Dude, if you read all the job descriptions, it's a dynamic, fast-paced energy.
Yeah, super exciting.
Yeah.
And, I love all the memes and videos they make of it. Yeah. It's like fast-paced, dynamic environment. It's just a cubicle. Great culture. Yeah. It's a pizza party.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Opportunities to move up.
Yeah.
No raises. Fast-paced environment.
Yeah, get my ass.
Fantastic office space, Skid Row.
Yeah. Yeah. With high wall cubicles. Yeah. So you literally stare at gray fabric.
Yeah.
So boring.
Yeah.
I get
Corporate
it, dude.
life.
Yeah. And it's opened me up to being able more to explore America and be really into overlanding, because obviously overlanding just kind of I don't know what it is, man. It's just amazing.
Do you have because you drive all over the country. Do you have a favorite like state or like area to explore? It's kind of like, I mean, obviously I know you've said like 395 is obviously amazing, but like
if you can get up to Montana,
I love Montana,
off I-90.
Yeah.
Like get off I-90 and really drive around Montana. I would say Western, because Eastern Montana, there ain't a goddamn thing in Eastern Montana.
Yeah.
But Western Montana, damn.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was like, we were up there and like, okay, that's one of the, high up on our list of where we might move when we get out of California now.
I hope I don't mess this up. Its city is called or town. It's not even a city. It's like Willow or Wilson, something like that, Montana. Forgot. I'd have to look at my phone, but I don't.
Yeah. Look at
it. But it's in Western Montana. Oh my God. I just saw this town. I was like, I need to stop.
Yeah.
I stopped, grabbed some coffee, grabbed something to eat, found a road, went up to the mountain, like found a trail, worked into it, like dude. And I stayed up there for like a day and a half, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you're by yourself too.
I'm by myself and I loved it.
Yeah. Big sky country, man. It's fucking beautiful.
It's just goddamn gorgeous up there.
Did you ever have any bear sightings up there?
I did actually. And thank God I was sleeping in my truck. Yeah. So I just
in your truck, like the bed or like
in the bed.
Oh, okay.
And I usually kept the tailgate down and thing down, but for whatever reason that night I had the tailgate up and the window open. And It happened at night. It wasn't like nothing like storytelling, I guess, worth, but it just, I heard a lot of huffing. Oof. And thank God I didn't have any food. I just had my little, we call it
jet boil,
but I was using the adventure meals. What do you call those things?
Yeah. Mountain.
Right. So I had no food outside. There wasn't
Mountain
anything.
House, yeah.
Mountain House. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I woke up for whatever reason. And they just,
He's like, oh shit.
what is this?
Yeah.
Right. And I saw from the right side of my truck on the outside, I saw the beer. I was like, yo.
Clothing this.
And I just stayed there and I was like, well, you're not getting in here. And I always keep my gun on me, always, forever.
What kind of gun do you carry?
Just a simple Glock 19, you know, that
Oh, it's a 9mm.
handy dandy with the 20 round mag.
You mean 10 round mag?
10 round mag.
Yeah.
20 because you have 2 mags.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep that backup mag in there. Yeah.
Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah.
What
we're here for.
There, yeah. So I mean, getting into that, I mean, because you had that bear encounter, I mean, you know, it's something, you have an EDC, right?
Yes,
What do you
always.
What do you carry?
Well, I carry my Glock for sure. I carry a lighter because a lighter is useful in all scenarios.
When your blowtorch doesn't work.
Yeah. And the lighter was.
You have a little med pack in there too.
I do. I got my.
Oh, you got it right here. Okay. Oh, a little
Tourniquet.
Tourniquet.
Well, it looks like a Fieldcraft survival bag you got there.
Yeah. I've been. Okay, that's a whole story.
You've taken those courses, right?
I have.
Yeah.
If I couldn't support a company more, it's going to be Fieldcraft.
Yeah.
They support all the same values that I could even give a shit about.
Yeah. Glover, Mike Glover.
They're just he's doing all the right things, I feel. You know, I'm sure he's dealing with those own bumps in the road of running a company, but the direction that he's doing, the company's amazing.
We went up in Utah. We actually visited the Fieldcraft Survival store. He was supposed to be there, Mike Glover, to speak to us, but that's when some stuff went down. It was over September 11th last year.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, me and Marilyn, we went to a September 11th memorial hike about 2 years ago with him. Marilyn's been to 2 shoot courses, one with like just blue sim and the other with live fire. I've been to multiple, you know, the 2 pistol two pistol courses that Mike Glover gives. And I think who's the other instructor that I ran into?
I know who you're talking about because they were up there.
Yeah.
Because we were at the property up in Utah in I forget where it's at. Spanish Fork.
Yeah. Yeah, I went up there a couple times. The values are the same. And, you know, the older you would get, right, we want to either associate ourselves with people that aren't dead weight, that are like-minded, have the same values. And this company, the idea of preparedness couldn't speak louder to me.
And it's not a prepper thing because a lot of people get labeled as preppers and all. So it's like,
it has
being prepared is different than like trying to be a prepper.
Yeah.
Right. And that's normal stuff. Like you don't realize how fragile our infrastructure is.
Yeah.
Anything could happen. Like, a natural disaster could happen, like an earthquake.
Yeah.
To be in the simplest forms, if you have a spare tire in your car, you're prepared.
Yeah. You're prepping.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You have a fire extinguisher.
You're prepared. Right. So it's like it might be stating the obvious, some of the things that him and his company are teaching, but it's everything that like.
It's great, dude.
The second, I think it was Eric. Eric is the one who let us all know about American Contingency, which I believe was Mike Glover's first little spat into, you know, public something.
Yeah.
Right. And so I started following that, and then he made Fieldcraft Survival, and that became something I was like, oh, this is. Yeah. I like what he's doing here, right? And then, he started getting more and more views, started getting more and more exposure, and I'm like, dude, this guy's making all the right decisions in my eyes. So, I just, you want to support companies that do well, that make sense, and I'm all about it. So I can't, please go to fieldcraftsurvival.com, check them out, because everything that they're providing there is to better you and your family.
Yeah, I bought a tourniquet from there, a book, because obviously knowledge is power. Mm-hmm. It was like a survival book. The one guy, he taught the course while we were up there.
Oh, Kevin Estella.
Yeah, Estella. And then I I got this really cool knife he has.
Yeah.
He's like, it has a flint on it and everything. So
Dude,
full survival knife.
Yeah, and I bought this because I was looking for something that could carry my gun without me having to always appendix carry. Mm-hmm. And I just like having... Dude, fanny packs are back, bro.
Dude,
they are.
They are, dude.
They really are.
And you know what? If I see another dude carrying a fanny pack, there's a nod.
Yeah.
Do you know how Jeep have the wave?
Oh, yeah.
You know how the Jeep have the wave? Yeah. Well, fanny pack has a nod, and I know what you got in there, and you know what I got here.
Yeah, we're cool.
If shit goes down, I got you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
Marilyn carries a fanny pack now. I finally got her on board. She
has one. I got her one for Christmas.
She has her CCW, and just having one, it's comfortable for her. You know what I'm saying?
I actually need to get my CCW, and that's exactly what I would do. I'd get a fanny pack.
Yeah, you're in Riverside County.
It's easy here.
If you can't, if you don't get your CCW and you're in Riverside County, what the hell are you doing with life?
Yeah, well, it's time. I think that's my next thing I want to do because, we go out places. There's reasons to have it.
Always.
I drive all the way to Woodland Hills. I mean,
just watch the news for 5 seconds today. And
you go driving through LA.
I would say you need more driving through the city than you do fucking out in the fucking woods.
Exactly.
So I keep my gun on me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You won't catch me. You won't catch me out.
I always think it's funny whenever we're ever at parties, I'll look around and I'm like, it'd be like the worst fucking place for somebody to rob because I know every single one of these motherfuckers at this table has fucking a strap on them. Dude.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's not going to happen, bro.
I know. It's like, it'd be the wrong fucking
You're
place to walk
not going to
into.
catch me wanting, dude. Definitely. With my kids with me?
Yeah. Oh, forget it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will destroy you with extreme prejudice.
Oh, yeah.
I will keep pulling the trigger until it goes click. Why'd you keep shooting? I felt he was a threat. I promise you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all about the verbiage, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
You want to fight the court system? It's all about verbiage.
What course did you take to get your CCW? Is there a recommendation you have? Because I know there's a bunch of places
We
out
have
there.
a couple. I took one here in Riverside. Tom, I think, does Tom do CCW, Mad Yeti?
I just started talking to him, but I don't know.
I don't know if he offered the CCW, but I'm sure he could link us up with somebody.
There are places in Riverside County, and I've had a bad taste in my mouth with one of them. It's like the sheriff's department here in Riverside. They what's the word I'm looking for? They
promote.
Not even they only okay certain places to give the CCW. They have a list. They have a roster.
Mm-hmm. So you have to take a course from them.
Now, it's a long list. I think there's like 20 plus vendors here in Riverside County they have to go through, but nonetheless, you have to go through them. And the one that I picked, that was in Riverside County or Riverside City. I mean, dude, this guy was a tool bag. Just former cop that he felt like he was fucking SEAL Team SWAT 9, dude. Like just out there, just saving lives 24/7. And the stories he would tell, I'm like, just teach the class.
Yeah.
Let's just finish.
Stay on track here.
Makes him feel good.
So, you're going to find some of those, but the idea is that take the class that's mandatory, get your CCW, be an armed citizen of America, and exercise your right.
Yeah, trained.
There's some people who shouldn't have a fucking
agreed.
Hold a gun, but
agreed. But I weigh towards everybody being armed. Then, that's just my opinion. But
I agree because shit goes down. You want guns on your side.
Yeah. Now on the opposite end of that, you probably carry more medical gear in your truck than anybody I fucking know, dude.
Yeah,
you have like a full fucking trauma fucking unit in your truck.
I've in 3 separate times have I driven up or past a bad car accident to where I've pulled out that med kit and been available. 2 of those times it wasn't needed. One of those times he needed a simple arm splint because he had a compound fracture. Mm-hmm. But I was there.
Yeah.
I was capable of helping. Right.
Yeah.
But that's 3 times over the past 15 or 20 years that I've started actually giving shit about being self-sufficient and stuff like that. So could that happen to me where I'm the dude on the side of the road that needs a med pack and if I have to wait for somebody else to provide medical aid? Like, no. If I'm capable, I want to be able to.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my thing. It's like, dude, I'm gonna have what I need.
Yeah.
If I can help, I'm gonna.
And you've taken training on how to use all the gear,
100%.
right? Yeah. A lot of people just go out and buy all the shit. And then it just
I mean, I have to give credit to the Marine Corps partially. I give credit to GDBA, and then give credit to like online courses and stuff like that, and just knowing people we know and stuff like that. Like I have an EMT buddy that taught me. I have a firefighter buddy across the street. He taught me a lot of stuff too. But get the information where you can, and I've been to Live Tissue. I know how to. I've actually stuffed a pig full of gauze to stop a wound,
rad.
So it's like, things that, in Iraq, it's just, there's a lot of training that has happened and real world stuff that you deal with. And
it's good knowledge to have.
It's good to know how to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people may have the equipment to your point, but not know how to use it, and then it's worthless.
I think the biggest thing is don't be afraid that that you have all this stuff and you've never used it. Like, get the training, learn it.
Yeah.
And just be prepared.
Yeah. 100%.
Don't just because it hasn't happened to you doesn't mean it won't,
And like
or
you said,
happen to somebody around you.
Yeah, exactly. Not necessarily you. Like, I don't know how many times we've been at like camp and like people do dumb shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially when they're drinking.
Yeah. Somebody fucking slices their shit open, dude. Or, I mean, all the time that shit happens. A chainsaw accident,
Yeah.
Dude. Fucking axe. Fuck, yeah.
People chopping wood, dude.
Oh,
and
dude.
it shears off.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dull blade and fucking it goes south, yeah.
If everybody in America carried one tourniquet,
Yeah.
the amount of lives and limbs that'd be saved would be astounding.
Yeah.
Just a tourniquet.
Yeah.
Just something that controls
I have one
bleeding.
of them in my car right now.
Yeah, I have a couple in there. Yeah.
Mine are all over. If my truck were to do like a 30 roll, I'd have like
Still
fucking, there's one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're just, I have
Yard
them
sale
everywhere, dude.
yeah.
They're under the seat. They're on my Molly pack that I have under my.
Well, and it's good too to have like, so we have like those, a rescue guy, Res Q, he came on the show and he gave us some, just a trauma bag, little small ones,
basic trauma bag.
They're rad. Like, I have it on my headrest and it's Velcro, so you can just rip it off and it's easy access. So like, if I'm hurt, I can just tell somebody, hey, driver's side door, fucking headrest, just go pull it off. They don't have to like go dig through all your gear and try to find it.
Yeah, it has to be quick access.
Easy
and don't make it tactical color. Make it stand out.
Stand out, yeah.
Be orange, red, blue, yellow. Don't pick black or camo. Like, hey,
grab dark out at night. Nobody can find your shit.
Grab that orange high vis bag out of my truck. I need it. I'm please.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
Mine's black.
Hey, but you have
not talking shit. You have it, but
it's got a yellow.
It's got a red cross on there.
A red cross on it, patch, whatever.
Put some reflective tape on there. Yeah.
Got chest seal.
I think it says no step on snake. On it.
Hell yeah, America.
Yeah.
No, I think just. God, it's so easy too, man. God, it's so.
And it's like little stuff, like it doesn't have to be like a big fancy bag that like has everything. You could like just get a bag. Yeah, and then you could add as you go.
Yes.
Like because it's not cheap stuff, but like, okay, I'm buy some Quick Clot, and then throw in there some, gauze, and then, I'll throw some of this in here, like tourniquets.
A good place to look at when you're just piecing things together is North American Rescue.
Oh, okay.
North American
Online.
Rescue. Yeah. They are fantastic. That's where I started, and I will always preach those guys. They're amazing. They have great gear. They have everything you would need, and you can buy it singly.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's hundreds of companies out there, but
yeah.
And my personal and people that I talk to and EMTs that I know and stuff like that, North American Rescue is the spot.
Nice.
What's cool is you were talking about high vis bags or gear, compartmentalized things. Is Apache Harbor Freight. They have those big orange.
Oh, the cases, like camera cases.
Yeah,
like
they're like those
it's like
dust-proof.
Yeah,
like a Pelican, but you just flip the latches real quick.
Like sitting right behind
orange.
you, like those cases right behind you. But they have them in like high vis orange and yellow.
Totally.
And shit.
Yeah, that's what I have. I have an orange one that I put my tools in. But
recovery gear shit. But
hey, if you need an impact gun to do something on your body, it got you.
Tighten them bolts.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Do you carry recovery gear, like vehicle recovery gear too?
Yeah, sure do. So I got we were just talking before the podcast. I'm getting a winch put in.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if you had a winch. Yeah.
I need one. I've been wanting one. There's been like maybe one, almost a second time where I've needed it. Definitely one time where I'm like, motherfucker, somebody had to pull me out. But other than that,
Was it a Chevy.
Just kidding. You got a Ford.
I forgot.
Yeah.
No,
So
it was a recovery dump truck or whatever you call it. The roadside assistant, fucking flatbed.
Oh, okay. Big old truck.
Yeah. Anyway, dude, I buy all my stuff from they're actually stationed here in I think Murrieta, Black Rhino.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of
Black Rhino.
Not Black Rhino.
Rhino USA.
Yeah. I have a whole. I have like a big bag of all their recovery shit in there. Yeah,
I just used their kinetic rope 2 weekends ago in Glamis. I had to pull out a Ford Transit van dually because he dug himself into the sand. So I yanked him out with that rope because I got overkill. I got the really heavy duty one.
Yeah.
So I was able to pull him out with the soft shackles. Boom, done. It was 2 seconds later.
Dude. So yeah, I have those. I got the soft shackles. I don't have the kinetic rope. That's my next big purchase.
You need to get one.
I want
those
one
are rad.
but I do have the massive strap, which
those are good. But you
if you need that yanking force,
because I needed the yanking force to get him 100%. Out, and then I didn't even feel it. It was kind of like a soft pull. I didn't even know I pulled him.
Exactly. That's why I
those are rad.
Literally nothing stopped me other than getting on Amazon.
Oh, and you know what I connected it to? My 4122 hitch slide.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Soft shackle right through it, man. Done.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I keep all that kind of crap.
So yeah, I got that. I got the what else do I have? I have an onboard compressor to do that stuff.
Got a new one now?
Yeah. That works?
Yeah, it works. Yeah. I'm trying to think whatever covers stuff.
I don't think you have any like I don't think you carry traction boards or anything, right?
I don't.
No. I've never used mine.
Well, they were trying to use them on the Ford Transit van at first, but he dug in, he went the length of the traction board and then got stuck again.
I've had them where they've worked, like when we were Death Valley and we were getting on the ruts and we were getting bogged down in the mud, and they came in handy having those.
Yeah.
So the few times that we've used them, they've worked, but I haven't used them that often.
Yeah, I could do better on recover gear, like the kinetic rope, and then I get why people have traction, the traction boards, but. Dude, my truck's way too fucking big, man. And if I get stuck,
they're gonna crack them.
Dude,
no, I mean they're expensive. Like Max Tracks are like $300 or $400 or something like that.
Are they really that expensive?
Yeah. The Max Tracks ones are like $450 sometimes, depending on what stud you get on it.
Metal
What's that, like ABS fucking plastic? What's a special molding?
No, it's a special poly blend, whatever, but it has UV inhibitors and like all this crazy.
Because they're outside, most people.
Like, you can get like the cheapo ones for like $100, but they're the Max Track ones. They are better. They last longer. But like I have the Roto Tracks on my truck, and they're they're all right, but they're not as good a quality as the Max Tracks. But they're only $100.
We almost touched on this earlier, and I'm happy we just brought this up. And I know we're trying to finish up here, but there has to be better technology on chains or something like that.
There are
because
they have cables.
100 pounds worth of steel chains in the back of my truck that I pull out and spend 30, 45 minutes to set up just not to fit. And then I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, that was work. I was like, there has to be a better way.
I've seen some where like they won't work on your wheels because you don't have open wheels.
Correct. It's solid
faced wheels. So they have those ones that are like strapped through your wheel and around your tire. And then there's another type I've seen recently, but I can't fucking recall what they were about. But I remember there's like I saw some other cool tech on chains, and I'm like, oh, those are pretty fucking cool.
Well, there's chains and then there's cables.
Yeah, there's chains, cables, but those are just your standard. You drive up on them, you wrap them around your fucking tire. They're a bitch to deal with, especially when it's fucking in the snow. And,
well, they say all-terrain tires are better for snow anyways. They're better than the mud terrains.
Yeah,
and you get the snowflake on them and everything, so technically you don't even have to have chains, but there's sometimes when it snows so heavy.
If it's fucking ice, like I had snow-rated tires, and I was sliding all over the fucking place in the ice, dude.
Yeah.
Well, and I say that because I feel like if it was wetter or if there was actual rain on that mountain, I would have been fine. But because of the consistency of like, it wasn't downpouring, but it wasn't dry. So it created this like special mix of whatever the fuck. Like I ran into like the optimum factor. But I felt like if it was downpouring rain, I would have had way more traction.
Oh yeah.
It's
just when it gets icy and stuff, and like if you're even on the highway and it rains, but then you hit those shady spots where it's fucking ice is over, you're in the black ice and you're fucked. So it's what you do is you carry a box of little short tech screws and you just drill them into your fucking tire. No, don't listen. I'm just fucking kidding. You. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I was listening.
I was gonna go with you on that. I was like,
yeah, get some blowing my mind right now, or Jesus Christ.
It might work in a pinch, but I don't recommend that.
I would not do that.
I guess if your lugs are thick, and if they're new,
I mean, I got some big chunky fucking meat on those things.
They're new.
I get some little shorty fucking tech screws, tap them in there.
Little 1/4-inch screws.
Yeah,
you guys are ridiculous.
Could work, right?
I mean, it could.
In a pinch.
You can fuck up your tires.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you got the warranty on those things.
True. Like, oh my god.
It's like, yeah, I got a screw in my tire. Dude, you got like 50 screws in your tire. What the fuck?
Dude, it was
why
weird.
are they in a specific pattern?
Macaulay Culkin was in front of me and he was just throwing these things out the back of his car.
All over the
Mario Kart, bro. Fucking 007.
Speed racer. Fucking.
Was an Aston Martin in front of me, dude. I don't know.
That's my next purchase is a kinetic rope. I need that.
Yeah, dude.
They're fucking sweet.
Yeah.
I literally just got one for Christmas. I've been wanting one. Like I always just kept toe straps and shit like that. I've always had, but the connect rope.
Yeah, toe straps are. Oh my god! When I pulled somebody out with a toe strap, it was like bam,
yank.
Yeah, you have a kinetic rope. You didn't even know you pulled them.
Yeah.
So. Hey guys, thank you very much for inviting me. I really
Hey, thanks for being on, man.
Come on, brother.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we've always talked about you.
Yeah.
But we've never
we
like.
even talked like. I mean, you've.
That's why I thought you've been on before. Because we talked about you.
Yeah. Like.
Because for our listeners, who listen, he's the guy who gets his nails done.
Yes, sir.
After or in the middle of a camping trip.
In the middle of a camping trip.
Goddamn right.
Left and went and got a pedicure.
Oh, you guys don't get pedicures?
No, I want to actually.
Yeah, you're fucking up, dude.
Have you seen these fucking claws?
Get your feet taken care of. If there's one thing I learned in the Marine Corps, it's that. Take care of your feet, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Get them trimmed up and filed down.
Do the fish that come up and bite the dead
No,
thing?
I haven't had that before.
You don't do that?
No,
no.
I think I saw that in Phuket, Thailand one time. I was like, nah, save that for the birds, you know?
Yeah.
If you're listening, go get your pedicure. Your feet deserve it.
We've been wanting to have you on because, like, I mean, you've done the adventure bike thing with the BMWs. And,
I miss that bike.
I love that bike, dude.
Man. Yeah, I had to sell it. I fucking miss it. I had the GS and the RT. So the GS.
Yeah, you've had both.
That's a whole nother conversation. I love that bike.
That's what I mean.
Dude.
Yeah, that thing was fucking.
Fuck, I miss that bike.
We'll have to have you back on, man. We'll talk about some bikes.
I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to. That GS, that BMW GS had a lot of good memories.
Yeah.
I put like 20,000 miles on that thing. I loved it.
That's a lot of miles on a bike.
Yeah, dude. It is.
Damn.
And then I moved to the RT, and everybody thought I was a cop here in Southern California. Move on out of the way, dude.
How many people slowed down when you were riding that
Dude,
thing?
all the time, because I got it white on purpose. So
yeah,
that BMW RT, man. People think, with the white helmet, people, dude. And you always knew the people that thought you were a cop because they jet out of the way.
You can see them fucking.
Oh, you need this entire lane? Let me give it to you.
Yeah.
Like,
They just don't want to be followed.
Yeah,
that means they have some illegal shit going on. Their tags are expired
just to fuck with them. Yeah.
And beyond that, dude, it's one of the best motorcycles on the market.
Yeah, I want one so bad, dude.
I can't explain a more well-rounded / touring bike that's balanced, power. It's such a comfortable bike to ride. You're high, you sit high. The ergos
good
on
posture. Yeah,
that's right. Because you
such
rode
a great bike.
You and Marilyn came over to one of my house parties, and then she
on the
bike.
back, and she loved it because that she gets cold.
It's comfy on that thing. Yeah.
She's like, I don't know. She's a lizard. If she's not under a heat lamp, she's cold. So it has a butt warmer, and
seats on that thing.
The windshield's high enough to where there's this nice pocket.
All bougie,
dude. RTs,
man. Is that the one you went out when we went out to SHOT Show and you brought that?
That was the GS.
That was the GS, though, right?
And I took the back road, dude. I went through Tornado Palms. Took the. Dude, that was a badass ride. That was a badass ride. I had to stop and take pictures like every 10 minutes.
One day, I was like, once the truck's paid off, I want to get a bike again so bad. Like, I'll get one.
I need to learn how to ride.
We'll do
it's fun, dude.
A trip on those, dude.
It's dangerous, but it's fun.
Yeah, super dangerous.
A lot of fucking assholes here in California.
Oh yeah. Well, if you had to move out to Montana, then get one.
We'll go out there and ride.
Hell yeah, boys!
Yeah, brother.
Let's do it up.
All right. Well, cool. You got any plugs, James?
Just my Instagram, man. Not a lot of people follow me, and that's fine. But it's kind of where I post all my adventures when I do them. I did have a private. Not private, I'm sorry, an Overlandy, but dude, I can't do that.
Yeah,
El Presidente.
Yeah.
So I screw it. You get to see my kids, you get to see me, and my stupid adventures. So
that's awesome. So it's James.
James Porter for sure. The number 4 sure.
Cool. No underscores, no nothing. Just straight up. Yeah, James Porter for sure.
And that's a homage to my best friend back in Nebraska.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
With the for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Right on. What do you got? What do you? I almost called you James. Yeah.
What month are we in? We're in November, right? I was gonna plug Rigs and Brews coming up,
dude. December 3rd.
December 3rd. It's gonna be a fucking fun event, dude.
Oh, I gotta get the mini ready for that because I have to take it this year.
The amount of vendors I think I was talking to Rafa the other day. He's like, dude, there's like 50 vendors gonna be there.
Opt-Off Road's gonna be there.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of people, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, that'll be a fun event. That's gonna be a good one. I'll plug that more too as we get closer up. But just
I have to get the mini ready.
Get fucking ready. Put that on your fucking calendars. December 3rd. Obviously in SoCal, down in Miramar at
I still have my Santa suit.
Oh, that's right. We're doing this. It's a Toys for Tots one.
Yeah, it's Toys for Tots. I got my Santa suit.
They got so many toys. They filled like a whole fucking like U-Haul truck.
No, a couple of them.
Last
like
year.
Two
of them? Really? Yeah.
One of the things us Marines do right is Toys for Tots.
Dude, Toys for Tots.
Dude, last year the Marine Corps, they had like some band members and they did live music the whole time.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
We fight war. We fight battles, win battles, kill people, and we give toys to kids.
Hey, perfect.
Holy shit! What else do you need?
Yeah. Win-win.
Win-win.
How about you, Ben? You plug anybody today?
I just want to plug As Is Overland. Congratulations again on getting engaged.
Hell
Eric
yeah,
and Shelby.
We love you, Shelby. You're awesome.
We did our Friendsgiving.
We did our friend. That's what I was gonna say.
Such a good time.
He hosted at his house on Friday. It was awesome. His backyard. We talked about it earlier in the show. It's bitching, dude. I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
it was good seeing all the boys.
Yeah, getting together.
Isn't it good when we all get together?
We have so much fun, dude.
We don't get together often, but when we do, it's a good time.
And
man.
Marilyn fucking loves you guys, though.
Yeah,
she loves when you guys come.
We gotta do it more often, man.
Yeah,
let's go have some of that deer meat.
Come on over, bro.
All right,
cook it on the Blackstone.
I'll bring some whiskey.
Yeah. All right, guys.
We'll bring the buds.
All right, guys. Yeah.
Love y'all.
All right. See you
thanks,
guys.
everybody.
Later.